training, no hustle, just you and me. All I need is a woman's love and a PS5. A warm little house to keep my dreams alive. I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna clean, but I'll love you down like a king and queen. I'll eat your fruit snacks, sip your juice box too, but I'll text you, baby, when we run out of the blue. Yeah. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bit of warmth. Yeah, yeah. Girl, I can light a fire with my whisper. Let me melt that frost, keep your body from the storm.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in.
Don't you worry, baby, don't you stress. By the springtime, I'll be causing mess. When the robins sing, I'll be acting up. And when the summer hits, I disappear, good luck. But till then, girl, let me be your man. You broke little blessing with no real
Good morning,
plan.
good morning, good
You
morning.
got the house, I'll bring the charm. You got the heat, I'll bring these arms. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bit to warm. Yeah. Girl, I can light a fire with my whisper. Let me hold you till the frost is gone. I just wanna lead you for the winter. I can keep your body safe from the storm. Hey, it's getting cold outside.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we do the 8 panel today, y'all. I'm gonna try and manage the 8 panel, and that one's my mind. Try to have like 2 or 3 ops.
But I still made a show. You the queen of the castle, I'm the king of your couch. You pay the bills, but I leave the
So today's conversation is pro-black woman considered anti-black? Are black women allowed to talk about the harm that black men cause? And do black men expect black women to be his provider protector? I'll tell you a little bit about it. Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's wide open for the panel today. Come on up, put your requests in. We're wide open today. We're wide open today. We're wide open today. So if you want to jump in, good morning, Prairie. Good morning, Prairie. If you've got a minute to jump on up, come on up. Y'all get to tapping the screen, doing the things. Y'all know how it goes. Move this up a little bit. Hey, Prairie. Ooh, you walked in right at the end of the song. That was like beautiful, perfect, almost like it was timed.
It was. I was waiting for it to end because I didn't want to be rude.
That was perfect. So, ooh, this needs me to move down a little bit. Okay, here we go. Trying to get my, everything in a way that makes sense on the panel. So our questions of today is pro-black woman considered anti-black? Are black women allowed to talk about the harm that black men cause? And do black men expect black women to be his provider protector? Like, is that the expectation? So you could jump in on any of them, go through all 3 of them, whatever you want to do.
Wonderful. Is pro-black woman considered anti-black? To black men and white women, yes. I have noticed that being pro-black woman and pro-black child is anti-black to black men and white women. I've noticed that. They're like, well, you can't want to pull up, and I'm like, you can't want to pull up women and children.
Pick me black women as well.
pick me black women as well. No, because here's the thing, not really with pick me black women,
Okay,
not all, because you got to remember how many pick me black women voted for Kamala because they knew it would be good for the rest of the community.
that's true.
So I'll say there's a group of pick me black women that will also think this, but I think majority of the because the majority of the pick me black women I know are very pro black woman. They're just
Interesting.
weird and male centered about it.
See, because this is what I find when like when we get to the second question, and each question kind of leads into the other. If you talk about the harm that black men cause in front of pick me black women, they will say it's anti black, even if the harm was done to a black woman.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna like walk mine into
Oh, my
this is
bad,
that
my
like
bad, my bad.
I no, 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 you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. So what I have noticed is a lot of those three groups saying that like black women are the new oppressors. Like black women and white men stand equal footing. And this is something that we've talked about in other lives with like other people of like other people saying, "Hey, have y'all noticed this? That like they're saying we like free-minded, upward mobile black women are the new we are the new boots on the neck of black men, white women. Have y'all noticed that? And like it's been happening for months now. So part of that is in the silence of us not talking about what our fathers and uncles and brothers and cousins and neighbors have done, we have allowed black men to have this certain so the YNs of the communities are always going to be the YNs, but it's the lawyers and the doctors and the guys that people look at and say, oh, what an upstanding man. No, that man came home and yelled at his wife and children every night and kicked the dog. Like
Mm.
it's the not allowing for people to speak in their truth of, you know, you grew up in a upper middle class household with two parents and you were a Jack and Jill kid and you had nannies and you had this, but your dad was emotionally and verbally abusive and your dad
Right.
was mentally abusive to your mother and um your dad put your academic and athletic prowess above your emotional well-being and your dad is the reason why you have an eating disorder.
Mm.
Like no one wants you to talk about those things. They expect the worst from the lower middle class and the impoverished black folks. But when you start talking about other groups, oh no, then it's a whole other thing. And do black men expect black women to be his protector provider? Um, I will say, I'm sorry, was somebody? Oh, okay.
Oh
I
no,
will
he
say
came
yes
up.
to
So
that
when you come up,
very
you're off mute
often.
immediately. So he's muted. Yeah, that's what happened. He just came up on the panel. That's all.
Oh, okay, okay. Do black men expect black women to be his protector provider? Yeah. I think that a lot of the times black women are expected to be the emotional punching bag. I think that they are oftentimes expected to be the dumping ground for his day. I think that they are expected to be his only friend and his best friend and his confidant and his lover and his mother and his nanny, his maid, all of those things. And yes, I think that like because because of the egalitarianness of black couples, I think that a lot of the pressure of like his failures fall onto her, but her pressures are her own to deal with.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so technically Lilith is next. Lilith, do you want to go next or do you want to be the first speaker?
No, no, I do not.
I had a feeling that you were going to say, no,
I
go ahead
would
and let Trip
love
go, and then you'll be the first to
the
respond.
young man to speak first.
Okay. Um, as we start to get more people onto the panel, I'm going to ask that people pick one, or we can do like, we're gonna do yeah, we'll ask them to pick one to respond to, but right now there's just a few of us, so if you want to answer all three, that's fine. But as people come up, I'm going to ask them, like, just do one so that we don't have people waiting, 45 minutes in between their opportunities to talk. Truth, welcome up.
Hey, good morning, ladies. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. Uh, go right on ahead, sir. Is being pro Black woman considered anti Black?
I would consider it being anti-black, because it shows through the results of what the two work for. The two work for the group of black people as a group: black man, black woman, black child. They have a goal that works for the entire family. When you're just pro black woman, it's really for separation for the black woman from the black family. And I say this because history proves this. When you look at the black woman's economic support, what she goes for economically, politically, and socially, all three of those things, everything they've done politically, socially, and economically for the past 30 years have been to get away from the black family. And I tell black men that they need to understand this. I understand where black women are. Black women are out for self. And when things don't work that way, they want to go to the brothers because they feel like we are the bottom of the barrel and that we are the safety net at the bottom before they hit the bottom, the ground. The black men will be there so they don't hit the ground flush. And that's the point right now. And I don't think a lot of ladies are looking at that. They're talking about, like I was saying, do black men expect black women to be his provider and protector? And they're talking about marriage when only 32% of black women for the past 40 years have been getting married. So husbands are not black women's problems in the least. As a matter of fact, husbands are not black daughters' problems, black women's problems at all. That is a small issue in the black community, which are husbands.
So,
Now, when you were
Mr.
talking about
True,
baby
Mr.
daddies and all that
Mr.
stuff,
True,
now you
Mr.
want to talk about
True,
protection.
Mr. True. I appreciate your answers, but please be respectful that there are other people that want to speak as well. So this is not a diatribe.
I made my point. We good.
Like, and I do have a quick question because we'll stick on, is pro Black woman considered anti Black? And I found it really interesting that you said yes, that being pro Black woman is anti Black. So is being pro Black man anti Black?
I think it's anti-black if you're not working for the pro-black culture, the black family. If
Okay.
you're a black man, you're working for black men.
No, the
You're
short
not working
answer,
for the
please.
black
The short
family.
answer, please, so that I can get around, and then we can kind of get into
Um,
extended
if,
answers.
if
I
you
just
go
want to be
black,
fair to every
if
sir.
you asked me a question, I was going
You
bottom line
did
and land my
answer it.
plane.
You said if it's not the pro Black family, the unit, then it's anti Black. That was your answer,
There you
right?
go. Thank you.
Okay, we got it. Go ahead, Lilith. We are going to stick on, is pro Black women considered anti Black for a little while right now. Okay,
Yeah. Can you hear me? Is my TV too loud?
you sound good.
Okay.
I see. I'm going
Is
to have to start
pro
using
is
timers.
pro black women considered anti black? Yes. Yes, it is. It's considered anti-black because if you put your womanhood before your blackness, they don't like you. They get upset. How dare you put your womanhood above your blackness? At the same time, they will put their manhood over their blackness every day,
Every day.
all day. I'm a man. I'm the leader. I'm a man. Listen to me. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. Simple. But if we say, well, I'm a woman, they say, no, you're a black woman,
Yeah. All right.
right?
So let
Being
me start.
black, being black woman means being pro education. They don't like that. Being a black woman means being pro emotionally in control. They don't like that. Not at all. We heard it when young man was speaking, right? It was me, 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 right? So they're very self-centered, and so if it's not about them, it's anti-black.
Okay. Let me move on over to Black Betty. Black Betty, welcome up, sweetheart.
Hey,
Pay no mind to the timer for right now. I just put it there so I'll have it to easily whatever. And then now once we open, I'm gonna put 2 minutes on everybody because I see we've got we're gonna need to. So go ahead, sweetie.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do with the
Yeah. I
first
just wanted to
question,
say
and then we'll
people.
move around. Yep.
Absolutely. I just wanted to say, obviously, pro-black women is not anti-black. Black women are about the community. The only reason why men are upset about this is because they care about getting their D's wet. They care about relationships. They don't actually care about the progression of the community. Um, First of all, I just wanted to let you guys know, and you probably can't put it in the big screen, but if you go on to blackdemographics.com, and I love going on to blackdemographics.com to prove red pillers wrong because this is what they like to use. Um, Only 48% of black men have been married in their lifetime, where 52% of black women have been married in their lifetime. And I just wanted to bring that up because it only doesn't show. But yeah, you should go on to blackdemographics.com.
Let me see if
Um
let me expand both.
it was on it's closer to the bottom, but the point is, black women have been married in their lifetime, and we all know this, more than black men. And he only said that 32% of black women have been married within the last 40 years, and we all know that that is incorrect. It's just another red pill talking point, in order to degrade black women. We know that economically, because he was saying that economically black women don't, like, if you put me on the side panel, it might show. But
Yeah, I'm looking
we
to
know
see
that
if
economically,
expand.
when black men get up and they want to get, like Kanye West said, when he get on, he start dating a white girl.
Girl.
When he
Yeah.
get on, he take his ass to a white girl, whatever. Black men, and if you notice the entertainers, the athletes and stuff like that, they will go to women outside of their race. And then when those women outside of their race, because black men are the highest divorce, and especially highest divorce when they marry outside of their race, their money goes back into the white community or the Hispanic community, Filipino community, whatever. It goes to those women. When a black woman gets married and she divorces a man, guess where the money goes back? It goes back into the black community. So even in divorce, we are helping our community economically. When black men divorce, they're helping other communities economically. That, like, black women are so much more for the community than black men will ever be. They do not, when they get money, they help themselves. When black women get money, we help the children in the community. Black men don't even want to help the children in the community unless that children is his. And they say it every day. And I'm a land there.
Thank you. All right, Truth, you wanted to respond? Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
I think that we've had these discussions for the past 30 years of Oprah and Maury and all that, and the result of the black community is readily seen for everybody. So I'll say that you could say one thing, but the results are there for everyone plain to see. That's all I'm going to say.
So I want to agree with you that the results are plain to see. We had the biggest surge in single baby mamahood over the last, I would say, 30 years, 25 years, 30 years. And we have, from those baby mamas, actually, it's more than that, probably going into the 90s, so 30, 35 years, right? And we've seen from those baby mamas the very first group of Black men in American history to be more likely to graduate college than go to prison. So this increase in baby mamas has actually resulted in an increase in Black men going to college and a severe decrease in Black men going to prison.
May I ask
So
him
I
how
agree the
old
proof
he
is in the
is?
pudding. Go ahead, Lilith.
How old are you, sir?
I'm old enough to see the reality of these
Okay, so I'm a
children
50.
deleted every day for the
Oh,
past 30
So,
years.
sir, are
That's all
you
I'm going
going
to
to
say.
provide a number or no?
I'm going to
Because if
provide what's relevant to
so,
the to the
listen,
to the
listen, hold on.
prompt and what's relevant.
Okay, I know that you're new here, and you're welcome here to speak. We don't like long nonsense. If she's asked you a question and you don't want to answer it, you just simply say, I don't want to
Yeah, I'm not
answer.
going to answer personal
There you
questions.
go.
We're talking
All
we're
right.
okay,
talking
no
about
Sir,
the
problem.
that's
prompt.
fine. That's acceptable. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I am a older I'm a Gen Z person, right? And Maury and Oprah, I don't know if y'all have bad memories or what, or just want to remember it the way you want to, but they had a mix of folks on there, white, black, Spanish, Asian. There was all nationalities of people up there embarrassing themselves. But because you see yourself in those black folks, you think it was only black folks that were on that show, right? You are one of those people, right? Those people you don't like, those as you would say, hood people, right? You think that's how you see yourself. So you think they only shown black folks because you seen yourself in those black folks, sir, right? But that show is very multicultural. It had everybody on there showing their ass. I just wanted to put that out there.
Let me move ahead to
I also want to
black
put this
men.
out here.
Yep.
I am so like you can almost like predict what these red pillars are going to say. Like it's literally on repeat. Sir, if you think that Maury was real, I got a beach house to sell you in Idaho. like like the talking
Can
points
I
are
say
just so
something?
ridiculous. No, you can't say anything because I
Not
was
while
talking.
she's talking.
Um, and then when we want to talk about Oprah, because they were like, Oprah has been. I want you to show me at least because you got 50. You said you got what? However many years? What 50 years of Oprah talking? What? Let's go to 30. I'll be kind. You said you got 30 years of Oprah talking shit about black men. Show me a video. Show me a video because I know at least two videos. You can show me two videos. I know at least two videos where Oprah was actually giving homage to black men, showing appreciation to black men and their involvement with the kids, like them being the most involved fathers, which we all know was bullshit.
Actually,
But she did it. And then we're going to talk about how she talks about police brutality amongst black men. I ain't never seen her dog a black man that didn't deserve to be dogged. A lot of y'all got on that diatribe of Oprah dogging black men because she did an interview on R. Kelly, and we know how a lot of y'all weirdos feel about how R. Kelly sprinkled on the kids. Like that gets y'all giddy for some reason, and y'all was sitting there sliding down the walls because she made R. Kelly look stupid. But y'all can't show me a video. I would like to see at least two of where Oprah was actually dogging out black men. It's all bull BS talking points. Black men in general, have more talk shows than women, and black men have actually more talk shows than black women. If you want to go down the list of how many black Arsenio Hall, like Steve Harvey, we got a long list of black men who have talk shows. It's not just black women. And a lot of times when women have talk shows, it's literally celebrity gossip. Celebrities. So like I just like the talking points are so stupid and they're on repeat. I literally know what they're going to say before y'all even say it. I land.
all right, thank you. Trigger, the floor is yours. I'll set your timer, but you could go ahead and start.
I'll just say that she just said that, and this is where the confusion comes in when we have these debates. It's either one way or not. She just said that Oprah lied about brothers being the most inclusive. She said it was BS. So she's pretty much saying Oprah's a liar. Men been saying that. And that's why I brought up the point I brought up about Oprah. She just admitted, she said it herself, it was BS. So, she's proven her out of her words that Oprah's a liar.
Do you
And we've been
agree that
saying that
it's
for years.
BS? Do you agree that it's BS that black men?
The woman, I'm going to go with what she said about Oprah, that
I'm
she said
asking
she's a
you, what do
BS.
you think? I'm asking you, what do you think? Do you also agree that it's BS?
Sorry?
So do you also agree that it is BS?
I believe she's an entertainer. Everything she
I'm
said was
asking you,
BS.
do
Everything.
you believe
Everything.
that black men
Everything was
being the
BS
most
except the
involved
giveaways.
is BS?
What do
Are
you
you
guys
having
say?
difficulty with my question?
I'm asking you a question.
I
I'm
was
not.
asking you a
I don't deal with
question.
them on that. I can't answer that question. You guys answer that. If that's what you say, then that's what it is.
Yeah, it
I'm a
is.
guy. I don't deal with black. I don't raise children with black men.
All right, it is BS. Okay, go ahead. You've got another minute, so go ahead.
What you mean you don't raise children with black men? You don't have
Hold on,
brothers?
Lilith. Lilith, he has the timer. Not
Oh, I'm
truth.
sorry.
Are you done or you're not done? Okay, he's muted himself. So go ahead, Lilith. You got it.
Didn't she want to finish? I was
Well, if you
trying to
muted
let her finish.
yourself, then it was signaling to me that you were done. Are you not
Yeah, I
done?
was letting her finish. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, go ahead, Lilith.
If you don't raise children with black men, does that mean you don't have a father, a brother, a uncle, a best friend, anything that is a community to your family that is there for your children just in case something happens to you? That's very, very weak.
Okay, well, if you want me to answer that, I mean, regardless if because my situation is different. My family took care of theirs. My thing is, by me saying that doesn't take away from your ladies' experiences or your friends' experiences, or whoever. You're saying that men don't. I can't say that, okay, because the men in my family do take care of their children and their wives and everything, that's what you guys would say for the rest of us. So I'm gonna let you guys say that. You're the ones who experience that. All I can speak is what we go through with the women. I don't deal with men in a romantic or that type of way. You understand what I'm saying? So my
Mr.
experiences and my
Trigger.
outlook's going to be different.
Mr. Trigger, scrolling right below me and right above you are the rules for the platform. If you could read the rules and if you could do it out loud so that I know that you know them, go right on ahead.
Where are they again?
It's scrolling right here. It's scrolling in the pink. You could start at no, wherever you are at.
No personal stories, and that's why I wasn't
Go
trying to
on.
bring in.
There's more. Go on.
No resumes. I'm not doing that.
Okay, keep going.
Your circle, yeah, none of that.
Your circle
Yeah,
is not an argument.
it's
Right.
not an argument. Yeah, none of that.
And then there's one more.
Do
I'm not going
not use female.
yeah,
Why
just
not?
say ladies or women, please. We're not animals.
Oh my god. All right, all right.
Is that one too
But
difficult
anyway,
for you? It's very
no.
difficult. You could call us
It's just.
ladies or women.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's your room. I just think it's non-consequential, but it is your room. But at the end of the day, what I was maintaining was that you guys have experiences with these guys. You understand what I mean? So your outlook is going to be different. I
Okay,
acknowledge
fair
that.
enough.
So like you said about the question, my personal stories and all that wouldn't take a be a example in what we're talking about. I would go by what what the group is and where we are at the highest number, where a certain demographic is the highest head of household in that zip code, and those are the most dangerous places to live. And that is not an opinion; it is a fact. Those are the most dangerous places to live. That are most impoverished, and you have to look at the places where those areas are. Who are the head of household? Those are the people who run that structure around there, and they've run it into the ground. The world sees it, and still you guys are fighting it. But it doesn't matter because it's all coming to a head.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Black Betty.
I just want him to notice that when the candy epidemic came into play, the people who were selling the candy, their parents came from two-parent homes, right? Because those those kids were what, boomers, right? Because Gen Xers, they were teenagers at that point. So the adults that were selling the candy when it first came out, where y'all say that the parents were, the back in the 60s or whatever, they all those families all were married. So that means that the boomer adults that were selling the candy in the 80s, they came from two-parent homes. I just want to put that out there. I also want to put out there that the problem is not the mothers of the community that's raising the kids. The problem is the bad people in the community that's doing the bad things. So let's talk about it. If you, let's say you have a kid, his mom, and then you have the bad people in the community doing bad things. The GANGs, the corner boys, the scammers. Let's say you took the mom out of that situation and you just left the kid with the GANGs and the corner boys and the scammers. Will that kid still go to jail? Yes. Now, let's say you took the bad people in the community out of the atmosphere and you just left the mom with that kid. Would the kid go to jail? No. The kid would not go to jail. That's because the issue within the community is not the mother. The issue in the community is the people doing the illegal stuff. And the people in the community doing the illegal stuff are the men. The majority of the illegal activity going on in the community are the men in the community. The corner boys, the men in the community, the PIMPs, the men in the community. If you get those people out of the community, the mothers will do better. Hence why there was that study that said that if you put women into give women more money and put them into a higher socioeconomic community, the kids fare better. And you don't need two parents in the household. They still do well.
Thank you.
So when he keeps on talking about, oh, it's the woman raising the kids. No, it's the woman raising the kids around the men who y'all can't control.
Thank you.
Because y'all need to get the men together.
Black
Y'all
Betty,
need
Black
to
Betty,
talk to
you're out
the
of
men.
response time. I want to keep it pushing like quickly between people. This is why I stopped doing the 8 panels, because we like making people wait 45 minutes because each person takes a long time. That's why I'm doing the time.
It's okay, girl. I ramble sometimes. Don't even worry about it. I'm
Please
glad you
don't
put the
be
timer on me.
offended. Please don't be offended, because I adore you. All right. I brought up Mr. Q, whatever thing his name is, because he made a comment in there that it's the women raising them. And sir, you could go ahead and come off of mute because I want to talk to you directly real quick. I want you to know that I agree with you. I want you to know that I think that Black women during that time made a huge mistake. Only because of your background. We made a huge mistake. We should have done what the Black men did and abandoned y'all asses the same way. Because somehow Black men abandoned the kid. Black women did the best that they could, and it's Black women's fault. So in hindsight, we should have dropped you at the fire station instead of even attempting to raise you. We should have dropped you off at white people's boxes, doorbells. We should have dropped you off at your grandma's house, maybe. We should have left you at the hospital when we were discharged, just leave the baby there. Because anything other than trying our best would have been better. So I'm sure that you agree with me that our biggest mistake that we made was attempting to even raise you the best that we could, because that wasn't good enough. And here we are being blamed for it. So, Mr. Q, do you agree we should have left you at the hospital and kept on pushing on?
All right, when you say we, because we're not supposed to bring personal opinions
No, so
into
when
this,
I
we're not
say
supposed
we,
to
I'm
bring
talking
us
about Black
circle and
people.
things like that. Right.
My
Right, but
son
you
do
can't
not
understand
blame me.
or black women.
My
Just
personal
like I
son.
can't understand or know all black men.
So what I'm saying is this: you put in the comments that this is because we were raising them, and what I'm telling you, and I see can't get my cornbread is saying the same thing. I agree with you. We're at fault for raising them. We should have done the same as the daddies and abandoned them. Don't you agree? The fathers
I
abandon the
wasn't
children and
abandoned.
they have no
You see
fault.
what I'm saying?
No,
You
the
must see who are
fathers
these
abandon
fathers
the
because
children.
I know
No.
many many black men.
The fathers abandon the children and they have no fault. Because we're specifically talking about the cases where they were raised by their mother. Well, if they were raised by their mother, the father abandoned them, right? So what I'm saying is that where Black women went wrong is that when the fathers abandoned the children, we should have did the same. Because I never hear Black men come up here and complain about Black men abandoning children. What they complain about is Black women doing a bad job at raising. So what I'm saying is we should have followed your lead. We should have followed the lead of the men who abandoned the kids and abandoned the children as well. Don't you agree?
you have a female that said, I'm sorry,
I
but it
said,
was a
don't
female.
use
You have a
female.
woman that said, yeah, you have a woman that said that if you take the people that are doing crime out of the community, then you won't have to. It's a general statement, but she's right. Understanding she's right. So that's like, but at the same time, that's like me saying if women wouldn't have babies by bad men who don't care about having kids, then the problem wouldn't be there either. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has
The
to take
issue is that
accountability for
you
their
guys
actions.
don't
I
blame the
really crap on
fathers.
I
You
really
don't
crap
blame
on
the
those
fathers.
fathers. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
what?
really crap, but I really crap on those fathers that do that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I've had
but
multiple
how come you
situations
don't
where
open with that? How
women,
come you open with talking about the mothers? And what I'm saying is that if we're not going to hold these men to the fire, then the women should have done the same thing so that we wouldn't have to be held to the fire.
the women should have just not had kids in the first place.
Okay.
Is basically what you're saying. They
So
should have
I
just had
didn't
kids
say
in the
they
first
shouldn't have
place.
had kids. I'm
I'm
saying
saying being,
they should have stayed
I'm
as
being,
long. They should have stayed as long as the fathers did. And as soon as the
I
fathers
wish,
had
I
a
wish my
child,
mother, I wish my mother would have left me. I wish my mother would have gave me away at birth, right? Because she was a horrible, horrible person. So yes, I wish I'd have been
you want to
somewhere
tell
else.
us
I
about
wish
it?
someone else would have raised me, right? But at the same time, it made me the man that I am today. It made me the
So then
amazing
it's
father
good.
that I am
That's
today,
good.
right? It is
That's
good. It
good.
is good, and it's
You
not
make a
solely
fair
it's not
point.
solely the responsibility of women. It's not
It's,
solely the responsible of women. It's not. It's men. It's men there too,
so
right? So both sides have to talk about each other. I agree. I agree that these men are also responsible, just like I was responsible for every woman that I chose not to have a kid with, right? Even though they tried to get me, they tried to take my condoms, they tried to do all these little slick things, right, to get me to have kids with them. I made that choice to protect myself. Thank you. I need that music. Get it, girl. Get it. I need all of that. You know what I'm saying? But we're all responsible.
I'm sorry, son, I gotta run. Your mom's a pain, so forget those kids. All she did was nag and trip, take out the trash, watch the kids, never cared what I had to give. Son, I try to make it right, but what you wanna do is fuss and fight. So it's goodbye, not much to give. I start a life with a brand new wife and brand new kids. I can't take this. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry, son, but I gotta run. Sorry, I can't love you. Don't wanna make you cry. I can't protect you, boy. I have to run and hide. I'm sorry, son. I gotta run. She wants to please, won't let me lead. I can't drive her car while she's at work. I'm gone and she's the one to blame. So, son, give her all your pain. And I know you understand. This world is cruel to men. I'm out here fighting every day for my life. Ain't my fault. I can't do it right. I'm sorry, son, but I gotta run. Sorry, son, but I gotta run. Sorry, I can't love you. Don't wanna make you cry. I can't protect you, but I'd rather run and hide. I'm sorry, son, I gotta run. And it's not because I don't have a plan, which I don't, and it's not because I collect food stamps. Sorry, son, I gotta run. She won't let me leave. No, sorry, son. Oh, nobody taught me how to love. Nobody showed me how to pee. I didn't want no kids, didn't like your mother. She should have handled this, she didn't take this. So I'm out of here. So I'm out of here. So I'm out of here. Oh. So I'm out of here. Oh. So I'm out of here. Oh, I'm sorry, son. I gotta run. I'll do what I can, but what I won't do is so I'm sorry, son. I gotta run. Fuck those
thank
kids.
kids.
Run, run, run. those skills.
That's it. I'm gonna stop the music. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. Let's sing a little song for the man. He's been going through a lot. He's sorry, son. He had to run. All right, let's head on back over to Mistle. Mistle, you got the floor, honey.
Hi. Yellow, is it okay instead of answering the prompt, because I'm just trying to understand something, if I could ask a question to the
Sure.
trot?
Sure.
Okay, because I'm not
You
sure I
can ask
understood.
a question to a person, but please don't ask a question to the entire chat, because that then
No, I was just,
sends us. So if
because
there's
he was
a
saying,
person you want to ask a question, ask a question.
yes, just one person, just the trot.
Sure.
So you were saying earlier that because I'd heard a statistic that in America about 70-something% of households are single parent households. So that's the vast majority. And you were saying that these households where the mother is the head of household are the most deprived and then the most dangerous neighborhoods. So does that mean that you think that Black mothers are the leaders of the Black community? Is that what you're saying?
You know what's very interesting? Truth, are you ready to answer that? Do you want to answer?
Because what I understood is you
I'm
were
scared
saying that.
to ask. I'm scared to say things because when I do, I'm not speaking like these are my opinions. I'm just speaking about how it is right now in 2025.
I'm
And
fine with that. I'm not American, so I don't understand all these things. That's the reason why I'm asking you this question. Because the
I want to
implication
answer
was,
it. I
okay,
want to
great.
answer it, sis. But my thing is like when I answer these things and I say it matter of factly, so women could gird themselves for it, they get mad at me when they
Okay,
seen
so
that
do
this
you
is
want
how
to
it's
take a
been for
moment?
all this
Hold
time.
on. Do you want to take a moment to decide if you're going to answer it or not? Because
I'm going to answer it if you ladies don't yell at me. Will you ladies
Go
not get
ahead.
mad at me if I answer the
I
question?
I
The
cannot
lady, the
guarantee
woman.
that your answer is not
Okay,
going to upset someone.
you're
That
right.
is a
You're right. Well,
I
crazy.
if
can
it upsets
guarantee that
somebody,
I'm
I'm
not
just
going
gonna
to yell.
all I
I
can
can
do is
guarantee
speak
that
the
I'm not
truth.
going
I
to
can
yell.
All
guarantee.
I
I
can
can
do is speak.
100%
Hold on.
guarantee.
Hold on.
All right, I'm going to
Both
answer
of
it.
you, hold on. Right? Ooh,
I'm going to
I
forget the
can,
question.
probably. What I can guarantee, what I'll ask everybody to not do is to not personally attack you, depending on your answer. But I cannot guarantee that your answer will not upset someone. I don't even know what you're going to say.
It may for the people who don't want to work for
Again,
their own survival.
listen?
I think
Is my
yes,
offer
ma'am.
good enough?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am. And
So I
what I
cannot
was going to.
guarantee you won't upset people. I can ask people not to personally attack. Now, Missile, do you want to
Okay.
repeat the question, or Truth? Do you already know the question still?
I'll let her reiterate it so I don't
Okay.
mix it up.
Missile, go ahead and
Okay, cool.
re-ask your question.
So my question was that when you consider that 75% of Black households in America are headed by, are single parent households, and the vast majority are single mothers, and you were making the point that these households are in the most deprived neighborhoods and also the most dangerous neighborhoods. So the implication is that these single mothers, who are the vast majority, are basically leading the Black community right now, because these are the outcomes, and the negative outcomes are
You're
their
full of shit.
responsibility.
Stay where you
The
are, lady.
negative outcomes are their responsibility. So therefore, they're the current leaders of the Black community. That's my question. Would you say that?
I would definitely.
So it seems as though they have sent the Hartleys to drop Truth. I will allow him 2 minutes to answer.
They are not in America.
All right. Well, if that's the case, we're gonna just go ahead and drop you as the people have paid their money to do. Now, would you like to drop yourself, or would you like me to drop you?
Talking to me.
Yeah.
They don't care about us.
All right, so off we go.
So, Yellow, obviously, I
Billions.
didn't get an answer to my question, but I think what I was trying to explain is that I guess my
Not in
ultimate question
America.
is there a
Hold on
reason
1
he's
second.
shouting over me?
1 second. Billy, are you capable of acting like an adult on the panel?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you capable of staying on mute until it's your turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do so.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. No apology needed, just
Yes.
action. All right, so Mistel is going to go ahead
So,
with her commentary. Then we're going to go to LaMonica, Spets, and I'm sure I'll still have to correct how I'm saying their name. Then Billy, and then Pretty Intellectual. Go right ahead, Mistel.
so I guess my question is because I'm constantly hearing about the failed leadership of the Black woman in the Black community and how Black women are responsible for all the ills of the Black community. And my question
How
is,
dare you say that, white woman?
I guess
okay,
you're not.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
not white.
honey.
I'm
All
not
right,
white,
I
let's
sweetheart.
go ahead and
apologize.
let Billy. Let's go ahead and let Billy talk. I mean, I can't do this. Like, let's go ahead and let Billy talk. I think you come up here for the point of crashing out. So let's go ahead. You can have it. Here's your 5 minutes to crash out, and then we can get back to normal. I cannot deal with this, Billy. You are a child. You behave like a child.
I
So get your
apologize.
child
I'm
stuff
sorry.
on.
You're
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not capable. I don't
I'm
believe you.
sorry.
No, go
I
ahead.
apologize.
Nope.
I just
Nobody
can't deal
can
with the
interrupt
white
you. Go
women
ahead.
talking like that. You don't know us. You live in a foreign country. You worry about what's going on where you at. White woman. How dare you? That's all I have to say.
No, keep going. You got your time. So when you're done with your time, you don't have to interrupt people.
But as long as they
You can
don't try
only
to
talk when other
usurp
people are talking.
us and try like they know, like they can tell us something, like they can give us advice. Get your white ass on you and you deal with what you dealing with. Where you at, white woman? Stop that shit. We live better than you. We have more resources than you. We're better than you. You jealous ass heifer. I'm done.
No, take all your time, Billy. We're sitting here, we're listening to you.
Don't you worry, baby, don't you stress. By the springtime, I'll be causing mess.
They're disrespectful towards you, honey. We live better than them. They don't live better than us. They're failures. They're jealous. Did you hear what I said? You better watch them. They hate they not in America. And there's restrictions now. They can't just come here. No more. It's over. The greatest country in the world. They can't come here no more. And they run their mouth. When they live in the dirt. And they barely making it. The government won't support them.
Use your credit card just to buy your surprise. Pick you up from work in your car. Oh no. Ran out the gas, but
Anything else, Billy? You still got 2
you the
minutes.
queen of the castle, I'm the king of your couch. Hey, you pay the bills, but I leave the house. Hey, got $1, but I got that drive. Just a man trying to love his way through life. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside, and I just need a bed to warm. Girl, oh, girl, I can love you like
Are you done, Billy? I realize when you come here, you need to just get all your shit out.
Cut the music off. I'm on your side.
You got one camera.
Cut the music off. and I'll be done.
Yes, Billy, you are done. Have a nice day. Let's get back to the show, y'all.
It's too early to be that damn drunk.
All right, so I believe, Missile, do you have anything that you wanted to close up, and then we'll go to LaMonica?
Yeah, I was just trying to say that, if Black women are doing such a lousy job of leading the community, that what's the reason that Black men haven't taken the leadership back? Like, what's the reason that they're, leaving Black women on their own to create these communities, to raise their children? Like, if it's that important to them, what's the reason that they aren't staying to make sure that things are done the right way, their way?
It's an interesting question to follow up what you just said. If approximately 70% of Black households are led by the woman because there's no man in the house, it means that 70% of Black men are abandoning their kids.
Absolutely.
But let's move along. LaMonica, honey, the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. Just wanted to do a small mod break. Everybody tap the screen. We got 122 people. There's no reason the yellow should be anything below 35,000. She needs to be up at 60K. And in regards to the prompt, it is pro Black women considered anti-Black.
Oh yeah, we're doing one question at a time so that we're getting, so that we keep moving. So that you can use that question. That's the one that everybody's been using. Once we make our way around, then we'll go on to the next one. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. And of course, only BLK men will obviously think that it's only it's
Your
anti-Black.
audio's kind of bad. I don't know what you got going on, babes, but your audio's really bad today.
I'm sorry. It's probably, you know what? I got a headpiece in. Can you hear me now?
Try again?
No?
Yeah, that's a little
Can you
better.
hear me now?
Yeah, better. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just closer. So, of course, Black men will believe that it's anti-them. That's the only thing they care about. They don't like anything that gives Black women any props, especially when it shows where they are lacking. So I will just tell you that I'm gonna let them continue to be mad. I'm gonna let them continue to crash out because you know what? I agree with you, Yellow. These guys are upset about women raising children, doing the best they can, even if they were awful, but they are never mad at the daddy for leaving. They are never going to examine why their daddy abandoned them. So I agree with you. Ladies, stop raising these children on your own. Stop doing it. He abandoned you, you can abandon them too and let them figure it out since you're not going to be appreciated in the end for it. Period. That's all.
Thank you. Is it Special T? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's how you say it. Special tea.
Special T, the floor is yours. You can answer whichever question you want.
Oh, anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Are Black women allowed? I'll answer the middle one. Are Black women BW allowed to talk about harm that Black men cause? No, we're not. It's as soon as we talk about anything that they do wrong, or they might even feel like the male species is at fault for, instantly they come on the attack. And they feel like they could attack the weakest link, which they think are Black women, because we usually get a lot of most of the attack from everyone. So it's just easier for them to it's easy. It's like everybody shit on us, so you know what, let's do, because that's the easiest way. They can't do it anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, they'll never be able to talk bad about, like, say YT man, YT woman. They won't do it because they know there's consequences for doing stuff like that. And it just keeps them at a level, because then that makes them feel powerful to talk down on us, or whatever the case may be. But we're never allowed, like, I don't think we're ever allowed to talk bad about them, because the minute we do, even if it's true, they'll pass over it and be like, well, some men are like that, or it's always the men you chose. Well, why are there so many of y'all?
That's the real question. Like, why is there so many broke BLK men, so many dysfunctional BLK men, so many BLK men that are running away from their responsibilities? They don't want to do anything. A lot of them don't even want to read. Like, they want to take the easy way out. It's just crazy. But this is what I say. Us women, allow them to tell us who they are. Let them keep talking, because they're actually telling us what they are. And I've been on this TikTok for 2 years, and I've learned so much from them just by them telling on themselves. So let them do that, and I'll land there.
Yellow, are you on mute?
Surely am on mute, having a whole announcement by myself.
Oh, it was like I
Surely
didn't hear
am having a
anything.
whole announcement by myself. And it's funny enough that Hypervillain was the one that asked me if I'm on mute, because the announcement was about Hypervillain herself. Said, everybody, y'all see Hypervillain is up here on my panel. If you're not already following Hypervillain, please do. Please hurry up real quick and click the follow button for Hypervillain. She does not go live every day, but when she does go live, I'm talking about interesting topics. Hypervillain's topic last night was, what is baby mama culture? And man, let me tell you, it was late and I couldn't stay up. I was falling out. I was falling asleep because of a long day. But what an interesting topic. What an interesting conversation. The weirdos were in the room, per usual, but great conversation from the women. So y'all make sure and follow her. All right. So the floor belongs to Pretty. So let's go to Pretty.
Of course, as soon as I'm ordering my coffee now, that's when y'all come to me. Every time I was like, oh, maybe I can get my coffee. Thank you. Okay, all right, I'm good. Okay, so I want to do the first one because I've been on my white supremacy anti-black trope for the last week and a half. This is fantastic. I love this question. Is being pro-black woman considered anti-black? No. Being anti-black is considered anti-black. And if you are anti-black women's issues, you are anti-black. So I think that's how I can think about it, right? Now, let me bring in examples of that would be close to maybe myself and things I'd be accused of, and how we can be anti-black while being pro-black women, right? So it can happen. It does not mean that it is that way. And I think a lot of people believe criticism is anti something, when criticism has a necessary purpose in society, because we have to improve. This whole deal is about evolution. And if we're going to sit and just whine and complain and not ever criticize each other and ourselves, then I don't understand how we can even try to say that we're growing as people. But anyways, so when it comes to, like, for example, an elitism, right? The idea that being educated means that you should get to speak on certain issues, that is something that I do consider to be or not certain issues, any issues. I consider that to be anti-black if weaponized improperly. That is something that, in my opinion, the feminist movement gets accused of often, simply by saying, hey guys, education is important. And saying we shouldn't get education is actually detrimental to the community. People say you're anti-black because you're assuming that every person needs an education. No, it's saying that education is necessary because we have all understood that lack of education has been one of the main tools that has led to us remaining in a state of oppression, and it is absolutely dangerous to push that we should not educate ourselves, right? Whether formal or informal. However, that is taken as being something that's considered to be anti-black because we understand the concept of elitism. But then when it switches and someone does decide and says, hey, we're educated, so that means we are the experts on anything, and you don't get to voice your concerns because you are not educated. that is elitism. If it's not that, then it's not anti-Black. If it's people saying, hey, probably listen to the people who are experts in this specific area, that would simply just be the smart thing to do. But I'll land there for now.
Thank you. And I think you bring a really interesting piece into the conversation about figuring out where that line is between elitism and encouraging education, right? And there's also this, Natasha, 1 hour. We've been live for 1 hour. You haven't missed much. There was one crash out, and it's Billy. We've watched a Billy crash out several times. So it's like, you've seen one, you've seen them all. I think it is a really, really thin line, right? Because we do benefit from listening to the people that studied the thing, right? The people that went and got not you, not that Billy, the Billy that has the purple, not Billy that has the green. Anyway, Billy that has the green is a woman. It's really, really touch and go. And I think that the difference is even almost in the tone of the words said, not even necessarily the words said, but like the undertone of the words being said when you realize you're on one side or the other side of the thing. Because like I get irritated, highly irritated when I hear people telling me misinformation, specifically, let's say in the medical stuff, right? And I'm a nurse. And I'm like, listen, I had to study this shit. I know this. Listen to me, right? But at the same time, also, especially when people are talking about their own personal health, they may not be an expert, but they may be a subject matter expert because that's their own life. And they've had to spend more time learning about that one particular issue than I have. And so they then become more of an expert on, let's say, like I ain't arguing with somebody that had sickle cell and they're 30 years old. They know way more about sickle cell than I do, despite the fact that I'm a nurse.
Right,
So I think,
exactly.
you know, oof, yeah, it's a rough thing. All right, we're open. I think everybody has spoken once, so jump. Yeah, go ahead.
Perry been trying to speak for the longest time.
Go ahead, Prairie. You got it, babes. She probably been trying to jump in, and the moment that I'm like, go ahead, jump in, is a bad moment for her.
Wow,
Me?
poor baby.
On
Oh,
me?
there she
Oh,
goes.
there you go. The floor is yours, honey. She has bars on my.
So,
Okay.
one of the things that the truth kept saying, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, love.
One of the things that the truth kept saying was, well, where there's a lot of black families, there's a lot of poverty and crime, completely ignoring the fact that black men were offered many, many, many times to have things to get them out of poverty. They were offered trade opportunities. Um, they were offered uh if you live in a black area, you know that like all the people that have the jobs are black folks. So you could have been an electrician, you could have been a plumber, you could have been all these things. You chose not to because there are still some black men in here that are saying goofy stuff downstairs. You chose not to help your community. You chose not to get an education. You chose not to get on your city council, your county council. You made those choices. It is not on us that you made stupid choices and that black women took those choices and are walking up the hill with them. And I land there.
Thank you. Let's go to Black Betty. She's got her hand up. Black Betty, do you have your hand up or do you just have the permanent hand up?
Oh, sorry. No. I had it up. Sorry. So the thing about the truth, which is annoying, is he said, I don't want to be attacked. Nobody attacked him. Nobody cursed him out. Nobody disrespected his family. Nobody called him out his name. We just simply disagreed with him. And when we simply disagreed with him, he started, I don't want to say anything, or well, this is what you guys think. I like he like all of a sudden you don't have an opinion, but you want to be a leader, but you don't have an opinion. And that's why I'm like, this is why I don't listen to y'all. So this is why I say, because he kept on saying that black women were the reason we don't care about the community, but it seems like black women, we the only ones out of the adults that care about the community. So black, for some reason, when black men talk about the community, all they talk about is family. All they talk about is a woman being attached to a man. Like that's going to help the community. But the second that a woman talks about, hey, do you notice, like LaMonica said, I'm sorry, not LaMonica, like Prairie said, there are children or black communities have the highest crime rates, but what you're not talking about is the poverty. And then we could really talk about systemic racism. So then when we talk about these issues, you'll see black women, we're saying, hey, we need to work on financial literacy. We need to work on education. We need to work on mental health. And the men start sliding down the walls because all they want you to say is, let every woman learn how to be a wife and get attached to a man, get a husband, and everything will be okay. And if you're not saying that, then none of the solutions that you offered that actually helps the community, they want to hear, because all they want to hear is get married and have children. And I land.
Let me go to Pretty, and then we've got Can't Get My Whatever next after Pretty.
Literally, Black Betty, you don't understand. Yesterday I went live talking about Chicago and what's happening in Chicago, and you know Juan Lee. Would you believe me? This man went up on the panel and said, well, we can handle issues like this that happens with the government if only we would put our families back together and start getting married.
You're a liar, Pretty.
Yellow.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way, Pretty. It is. Tell me it's a lie.
Yes, his response to Chicago and the ice cream truck raids was marriage.
No. Stop lying, Pretty. Pretty, please stop. Stop. No. Oh.
I was there. She's telling the truth.
I wouldn't have made it up. It has to be true, because who would even conceive to make this up? Can't get your whatever. Can't get your cornbread. I believe this is the first time up on the panel, and I did add a new rule on here. So I want to make sure that you're aware of the rules before you get going. Do not use female. Please call the ladies women or ladies, whether it's the women on the panel or women in general. Do not circle the airport, right? Just land the plane if you need to. You find yourself starting to say the shit that you've already said, please land your plane. No personal stories from men. The ladies, keep your personal stories short, but no personal stories from men. No resumes from the men. We don't care what you do for a living. And your personal circle is not an argument. Okay? The floor is yours.
Oh, I understand that completely. I was just saying, she said something about, and then, I just think there's a different thing going on right now that I would love to tell my sisters to pay attention to. The atmosphere is not that, we got the YNs, we got all that stuff going on, but black women's, reputation is not that well. All the fighting, all the stealing, all of that stuff. Why do y'all keep focusing on black men? Why don't you just go focus on yourself?
Wonderful. Mr. Cornbread, that brings me to the second question. I would love it if you would answer that. Are black women allowed to talk about the harm that black men cause?
Absolutely.
You sound like you're in an airplane engine. We really can't hear you.
Your audio is harming you, or you're harming your audio right now.
So I'm not sure if you need to change how your Bluetooth is set up, or put the Bluetooth in, or get closer to your phone speaker, or speaker it, or whatever. It's really bad. So,
okay, give me a second. Now,
they said you're on a Nextel phone. Is it like an Omnicell or like one of those old, like the Boost Mobile? Possibly.
No, ma'am, it's not.
Is your
Not
phone?
at all. No,
Okay.
I just need to put that on. It's raining, and I have my window down.
Okay. Choo-choo. Sorry. That's for those of us old enough to remember the chirp phone. So the question that I do want to hear you answer is, are Black women allowed to talk about the harm that Black men cause? Because it sounded like that's what you were going off on, upset. Sage the box. I'm gonna have to sage the box, honey. Yeah, because you were in. Yeah, you do need to sage your box, pretty. Cornbread, are you back? Because the whole show is waiting for you. 128 people are waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
But
so are Black women allowed to talk about the harm that's caused by Black men? Are we allowed to talk about it?
why shouldn't they?
Is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes.
Okay, so why do you guys get upset every time the conversation comes up?
Because I think y'all had so long of a time to talk about black men. And black men have been the basically the shit stain of the world for the past 400 years. And we got black women now that's telling us, hey, yeah, we the fifth arm of the KKK, and y'all ain't nothing.
Okay. I have one more question that I'd like to ask you personally, and then I'm gonna move back around to the panel. It's a little bit of a complicated question, so are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a Chris fan, so I
So
can understand what you're saying.
we know that when Black men commit crimes, they're given a higher sentence. And this has been something that Black women have been fighting against and saying that this is also unfair. We've been alongside you for this plight, right? Are Black women foolish to get in alignment with that? Sorry. Are we foolish to get in alignment in wanting your sentences to be shorter when a lot of times we were the victim?
I have never heard of black women getting involved with getting black men lighter sentences.
Oh, we talk about it. We talk about it
Black
all the time. We talk about the fact that if you do a crime and a white person does the same crime, that the white person gets a shorter sentence. But like, take for instance, let's say we are fighting for Black men to get shorter sentences, and it was like grape soda against a Black woman. Shouldn't we be fighting for you to have longer sentences because we were the victim?
Well, I just think that's false equivalency. When what are y'all where y'all fighting to get black men shorter sentences?
Okay, so let's say this. Since you don't believe that that has happened, let's just ask it as if it's never happened. Okay, so do you think that Black women should stand alongside you guys for shorter sentences when often we are the victim?
Yeah, I think you should stand up for that, of course.
So then
It
we should
benefits.
stand for the man that did the harm instead of the woman that got harmed.
I just don't believe in that narrative.
There's not a narrative to believe in. I'm saying, should we be begging for you guys to have shorter sentences when very often we're the victim?
So it's fine for you to say begging and like greasing the rails with words like that, but then just say, "Oh, we're victims" at the same time. It's just not a true narrative.
So when Black men do commit crimes, isn't the victim typically another Black person?
Typically, another black male.
Okay. And that Black male is some woman's son?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if it were my son that was victimized, why should I be fighting alongside Black men for shorter sentences?
Y'all don't like for shorter sentences. That's news to me.
I'm asking you, should we? I'm not going to argue with you over whether we have or we haven't. We can pretend that we never had so that the conversation can move forward. I'm okay with that.
And I would agree with you on that sense. Is that yeah, Well, go ahead. Let's fight for shorter sentences. Go
No,
ahead.
for longer sentences because you've harmed people in our community, whether it was a black woman or a black woman's son.
If it's inequality, regardless of race, it's just inequality. We
But
want
who
a good.
cares about inequality when it's your son that's the victim? I want you to have the longest sentence you could get. And I also want you to be the longest period of time out of the community.
Well,
See,
that's a
because when
feelings
you
based.
get a short sentence, you come right back in and teach somebody else's son how to be a criminal. So actually, I
That's
want them to keep you in there as close to life as possible.
it's a feelings based argument.
Why? Why do we
Because
want the criminals to rush back to the community?
you use the premise that black men and black women being the victim.
You did agree that
You're
most of the time when a black person commits a crime, the victim is also a black person, right? So that means that the victim was either a black woman or some black woman's son.
I'm picking the sense from the nonsense.
Sir,
Go ahead, Lilith.
thank you. First of all, you're not answering any of the questions. You're dodging, you're hemming, you're hiding, and it's getting quite worrying and annoying. Right? Please, for the love of God, answer the damn questions or drop.
Why would I answer to you?
You're not answering to her, you're answering my question, and she's encouraging you to do so.
I believe you asked a question that conflates the issue and that there is no direct answer. It's like backing someone into a corner.
So, what's the best question to ask to get to the point you think the host is trying to get to? How would you word the question?
What I would say is that how do we become a great operating community the way we were prior to?
Unfortunately, sir, they have paid to drop you. The drop goal has been achieved. I love that question, by the way. It throws them the fuck off. They don't know what to do with it. Because really, in all honesty, if we pause for a moment, we have been fighting for criminals to get back on the streets faster. And I don't know really where to go with it myself, in that, do I feel like if it's unfair that black men get longer sentences for the same crime? It is unfair. I'm wondering if it's my business, though. It is fucked up and it's unfair. And I'm saying, like, I think that because we've been so busy always being pro-black male, and that pro-black male equals being pro-black, I don't think we've ever took a moment to consider that what we've literally been saying is we want black men that rape black women to get short sentences like white men do. We want black men that murder people in our community to get short sentences like white men do. I don't think we've ever been allowed to just sit for a moment in that and think about it, because I'm not sure. Am I fucking anybody else up? Because the minute that it came into my...
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because I'm scrambled brain since from the moment that this popped into my head, I've not been able to come to a conclusion with it.
I had this same conniption when Diddy got the prospect of 20 years. I think I even said that I hope systemic racism works in our favor in that case. Like, because there's situations where, and then he turned around and got 4 years, right? Where the maximum sentence would have been 20 years if we were really going to talk about over prosecution and over sentencing of black men. My only contention with it, I wanted him to get the full 20. I was like, you let that systemic racism work. But apparently the elitism came and the classism came and you know, they did their thing. Anyways, so, but the thing about that for me, whenever I think about that, we are allowed to feel that. We are allowed to feel that, listen, if we know that crimes against black women are they're under investigated. So that's number one, meaning that the chances of anyone who does anything to a black woman actually get into court, especially when it's SA or any kind of something like that, is extremely low. Then when he does get into court for doing this thing to a black woman, I want the book to be thrown at him. Right? I do. I want the book to be thrown at him because of what he did to black women. But I also have duality when it comes to this as well, because I also think about exonerations and wrongful convictions and all of those other things. And then I allow my mind to also understand that if I were to fully lean into this idea, that there's a side of it that would be saying that innocent black people, because these things would not just affect black men, innocent black people would be over sentenced. So for me, like, I allow myself to kind of be in a space of, I have multiple feelings on this, but you are 100% allowed to think that if I know you did this thing, you harmed a woman, a child, a black woman, and we know that the chances of this actually reaching court is low because they do not take crimes against us seriously. And a lot of black men know that they don't take crimes against us seriously. That's why they think they could just do whatever they want to do to us, right? Then no, I want the full extent of the law to get you, and it's your turn.
Sounds good to me. Go ahead, Hypervillain.
I just want to say that I have noticed that black men do weaponize the exoneration against them not being prosecuted for crimes that they are guilty of. Like, no one is saying that we shouldn't advocate for the Innocence Project, because that's the Innocence Project that goes through cases and evaluates them. But in the same breath, for you to say that we should get lower sentences for everything across the board, what are you advocating for if it's not the harm of children and women, especially children? That I find to be the most egregious. And it really ties into the discussion that I was having yesterday about baby mama culture. It's just that we get all these things as women projected onto us, and the moment that we want to change the narrative or have the conversation, it's just like, why are you attacking us? You know everything is against us. Stand with us, stand beside us. It's like, how can I stand behind someone that is more likely to harm me than want to help me? Make that make sense, because I don't want to be in the same room as someone that I know has the potential to cause harm when I'm trying to help others, when I'm trying to help my community. Like, what is wrong with y'all? I'm already mad at y'all for not being able to define culture, especially black culture.
Pretty, I also want to file a complaint against you, by the way. I'm not taking you to court. I'm going to file a complaint right now. Girl, of all the beautiful pictures that I have of myself online, you take the one that's showing my edges needing to grow back to make my sticker. And I hate that shit.
I can't stand you because I was trying to find the one when you were mad. Okay, so I'm gonna need you. Here's what I'm gonna need you to do: get cutesy and take a picture of you looking annoyed, or distressed, or discombobulated, or befuddled, bamboozled, hoodwinked, anything. Okay, I was trying to find one where you had an attitude so that it could match the Sage the Box.
I was like, I have gorgeous pictures of myself, and she picks the one.
But you're smiling. You're like.
You're right. All right, I'm gonna work it out. And I accept that as a reason. All right. Zion, welcome up. The floor is yours, and then we'll go to Yada afterwards. Then we'll go to Black Betty. Only because I want to grab the two that are new in, and then we'll make our way open after. Oh, okay. It'll be Zion, Yada, Black Betty, KGR. Okay.
How's everybody doing? I'll just start by answering the questions.
Sure.
Is pro BW considered
wait. Just pick one because I don't want it to be like, 15 minutes per person. So cool. Pick whichever one you like the best.
I'll go with number two. Are BW allowed to talk about the harm? See, I feel like not enough, not enough. I feel like Black women are in a unique position to where there's not much outlet for them to speak about out on the wrongdoings that are caused to them, especially when their male counterparts aren't doing their part to either correct the accountability or exert authority to make sure that the injustice was dealt with promptly. I think that especially in America, with the system being the way it is, it's hard enough already living in the U.S. But then when the entirety of your community is disenfranchised, there's nobody you can really rely on as much.
So is that a yes or a no?
I'd say no on average.
Why not? Why can't Black women say out loud that our femicide rate is 4 times everybody else's, our DV rate is 3 times everybody else's, and the perpetrators are our own men? Why can't we say it?
No, I think maybe there's a misunderstanding. Do I think that should be the case? I do think they should be allowed to. Do I think that's reality? I don't think that's reality.
Gotcha. I understand. So you're saying, no, you guys. Okay, for those of you guys in the comments, what he's saying is personally he believes we should be able to, but in the system that we live in, unfortunately, we're not allowed. Is that what you're getting at? Because that's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Yada, then Black Betty, then KGR. Yada, welcome up. Pick any question and let us know what you think about it.
I'll start with the first. So, is pro-black women considered anti-black? Not to me, but I feel like the climate that's trying to be pushed right now, I think also that's being used specifically to once again brainwash black women out of elevating and growing is what we're seeing. Basically, them saying that it's anti-black, and I actually see it on the same token of like gracism, because like on one end pro-black is an anti-white, right? Like it's the antithesis of it. It's us actually trying to do right by the world. Women elevating themselves and loving themselves doesn't do anything bad to the world. If anything, it holds the world accountable, right? It allows men to actually reach their true potential because they're not coddled, right? It allows women to reach their true potential because they're not stuck in a kitchen or having somebody's baby in dilapidated conditions because a man is supposed to ride or die for a man. Like a lot of this system is conditioning us when it comes to like racism, misogynoir, the patriarchy. It conditions us to dysfunction. So we're waking up out of that, and it never makes any sense to me how you can see racism, that's very clear to you, but you don't see the implications you add to the patriarchy and how harmful it is to the world. I'm listening to this conversation alone, and when I hear women have speak on the conversation, they're literally making decisions and having thought processes that would have a wonderful impact on the world, whereas the men are literally trying to condone the status quo. And that just goes to show how important we are needed. We're needed in in these spaces where decisions are being had, because what you see when a bunch of men get in the room, it just becomes a good old boys club, and they're just kicking the ball to each other and allowing injustice to flourish. So I just pro-black women, if anything, is pro-world, the same way pro-black is. But you guys just don't want to accept it because you don't want to come out of your own delusion.
Thank you. Please do hang around. I really liked your take. Black Betty and then KGR.
Yeah, that was something I forget. Maybe it was Hypervillain who said it. She said, "Why are you attacking us? Don't you know that the system is against us?" And there was another man that came here earlier that was saying that um, children that were born into communities of where the majority of the head of households are mothers, single mothers, they are living in harsh conditions. So you understand that the community is against us. Whenever it comes to men and them getting in trouble or whatever, they got all the excuses in the world. The welfare, the government, the CIA, the white supremacy. They got all the excuses in the world, but they can't seem to understand why people in lower economic neighborhoods live in harsher conditions. People in poverty have higher crimes. They can't understand how systemic racism is involved with people with lower economic status living in harsher conditions where there's higher crimes, because when people can't eat, when people don't have health care, when people don't have adequate housing situations, when the kids are going to school and the only time they're eating is at school, there seems to be higher crime. And when you're not funding money into those communities and funding money into other communities, that is what happens. So you understand that the system is against you when you want to argue why you're in the situation that you're in, but you can't understand how the system is against the mothers that are trying to take care of these kids on a single income, when you constantly tell women that there needs to be two incomes for two in a when there needs to be two incomes in this economy. So you understand there needs to be two incomes in the economy, but you're trying to figure out why a mother, especially a black woman, when we're fighting to raise the income levels, we're getting our education, we're doing what we need to do, but we still make the lowest amount of money within all the races in the country. Why we are living in the conditions that a lot of us are living, but you can't understand that. That's just, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm gonna land there.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so I'm going to address the do black men expect black women to be his provider protector? Yes, they do. They expect us to keep our mouths shut, not address any of the harm that they're doing. They expect us to provide a safe place for them to land, housing, support, be their ladder or their footstool to prop them up. At the same time, they don't expect us to protect ourselves. Our goal is to protect, our responsibility is to protect them. Think about even the Meg Thee Stallion situation. Now, she got pew-pewed by this man, and she jumped out of the car. And because she was afraid the police were going to unalive him, she stood in front and told them, no, I just stepped in glass. So she was protecting that man who had just pew-pewed her. That is the expectation of black women by black men. They have never truly had to protect us since we got on this land, and we have always protected them. And that is why they view anything where we're like, no, we're only focusing on black women, black femme presenting people, and black children as being anti-black. That's why they don't want us talking about the harm that they are causing our communities, because that is not us protecting them. That's actually us, utilizing self-preservation. So yeah, they expect us to protect them in all things and provide for them in all things and never ask for anything as a result. I land.
Thank you. JJ is next, and then we're open. Or is it Jaje? Levon? Going once? Okay, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's Jaji. Yeah. So what was the main question? Is pro
You choose
black
any
women
one of
considered
them.
anti-black?
So you can continue the conversation from anything that you heard somebody else say, or you can choose any of the questions at the top to prompt you what your opinion and thoughts are.
Okay, so it's been a long journey with me and black men. In 2013, my ex-fiance of 7 years shot me, and I have not been able to get back on my feet since. It's been a crazy run with black men, even though they constantly tell us, stick by that man. Oh, he doesn't have it right now. Just stick by him. And I wasn't raised in the ghetto or the hood or anything like that. And now I'm currently living in my truck. Because I just had to let black men go. So I don't know how we can be for black men anymore when the stats have came out so many times. Like, we're all having this experience with them. And even if we don't say all black men, it's just way too common. I don't know what we can do as a community at this point, because black women don't even really talk to each other. So it's like, what should we do? Do we finally, I see black women are starting to just go ahead and marry their oppressors, really, because that's the only thing that I can see at this point. Because and I also, my last relationship was a doozy. We were 6-figure construction owners, and he got on substance abuse. And because it scared me, because I've never seen anybody on substance abuse, we got in a tussle in Vegas, and he called the police on me. Now I have a warrant in Vegas. They're treating it like a felony. They took my right to bear arms for the rest of my life behind a misdemeanor, and it's $7,000 just to get a lawyer, to get them to quash it, to reschedule the court date. So I know it's a plan and a plot that black men know, that they're in it together. Even my baby daddy was like, oh, you with him, he gonna just have sex with you and leave you. You should know this by now. And lo and behold, the same game played out. It's like they know that they all got this little black book, that they use to feel powerful in this society, but don't want to do any of the work, like any of the structural work. They don't want to build a government. They don't want to really compete with white men or other races on that level. So it just seems like black women may be doomed unless somebody else can tell me differently, because I am just at my wit's end with the black community. And that's all I had to say.
Doomed how? How are we doomed?
Did you hear what I said?
I mean, no, I'm asking because if you're talking
I'm
about,
just saying, with all the examples of, okay, well, we've been taught to stand by black men by any means, then they're the same people that are throwing us in jail unjustly with no due process. They're not willing to help get us out of the situation, and they tend to leave us with children and responsibilities. And my dad married a white lady, so I know firsthand why they marry white women, and it's not because they love them. They really just don't want to do any of the responsibilities, and or can't find other black men to commune with them to build a structure that isn't bombed by white men. So, I mean, I don't know. That's why I feel doomed, because there's so many black women living in their car right now. There's so many black
You
women
know
that don't
what?
have a job right now.
One thing I want as black women, especially in this time until we can come up out of this situation, but like imagine if like two mothers or even three mothers came together. Two mothers work, the other mother stays home and take care of the kids. Like that could be something that we could do. Like communities of women, matriarchies of women that help bring up our kids in these situations where they're single mothers, right? Like I don't think
Right.
that we're doomed. I just think that we
Well,
gotta
no.
unify.
I've been doing this for 10 years, and I cannot get black women together. I've lived in Atlanta. My kids are born in Atlanta.
Hmm.
I lived in Miami. I lived in Tampa. I live in Phoenix right now. I've traveled for 10 years as an advocate after I got shot 10
Hmm.
years ago. And black women do not stick together for
One
long.
thing
I
I know, because
tried.
my cape has been burnt since '09. All right, and I'm 36. My cape has been burnt. I've
Yeah.
went toe to toe with black women where I'm like,
Yeah.
no, don't do it. So
Yeah.
I trust me when I tell you. But I
Yeah.
think that black women are waking up. They are. And I just think that slowly but surely, as women, but the women that are woken, they just need to keep dropping those seeds.
Yeah.
And I truly think slowly but surely women are slowly, like they're waking up. But I feel like messages like pro black women being anti black. That's what's like, it's an agenda to keep us asleep. It
For
really
sure.
is. It's clear. Like, I'm convinced that half these people work for the CIA. I'm
Oh yeah, for
convinced
sure.
because, like, and even their talking points, you can see that it's all regurgitated. At least in these spaces, you can hear individual thoughts. All you hear are talking points of the same thing the right wing does on that other side.
Right.
They literally have an agenda. To your
Yeah.
point, this little black book, and that just goes to show you that they have an agenda. We need to create our own. And I do think young women are waking up to it. That's why there's a lonely male epidemic that wasn't there a few years ago, and it's
But that's what's
directly
making
due to
them
these
Ladies,
more
spaces.
violent.
hold on. As the host, I want to jump in real quick. Couple things. Number one, I love the conversation about Black women doing like the Golden Girls kind of thing, and I think that we've never considered it on a widespread normal thing to do. I think that it's a great time for us to start talking about it because guess
Yeah.
what? The other races of women do it. By the way,
Yeah.
that's why
They
the
do.
show The Golden Girls was even a thing, right? I mean, going all the way back to Three's Company, right? Where we had the two girls and the whole thing was Jack living in the house because it was very normal to have roommates as young white women or even older white women, right? And I think that the conversation hasn't existed widespread. Yes, at KGR, they did pass laws. And I think that with it, it was like, you can't have more than five. Well, we don't need to have more than five, right? um, because what they did, or three, you know what? Then let's not have more than three. Fine, whatever, whatever the number is, let's have less than that, right? So if three is the max, we do three, right? Um, I do think that it's time for us to start having this conversation about mommunes. There was a question in the comments, and I'm going to be my regular mean self when I say this. The question was, what about boys? What about Black boys? Give them to their daddy. Y'all have been all over this fucking internet for the last 5 to 10 years talking about how much y'all do it better and y'all are the only ones that can raise boys to men. Blah 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 blah. So fine, we'll keep them till they're about 6 or 7, then we'll give them to you. All right. So fine, no problem. Okay. So there's the answer to that. Give them babies to their daddy. All right.
What I also, I'm sorry.
But I do think that it's a real conversation for us to start talking about women living together. And maybe, I don't know, maybe there's an app we can make or something of the sort that's really focused on Black women being roommates to Black women, right? And where we go from there. I don't know what this dog is doing. Oh, he's trying to get some food. Maybe there's an app we can do about Black women roommating with Black women, and maybe some of those questions. Puppy, stop. Maybe there's some questions like, do you have children? Would you be willing to live with someone who has children, and how many? Are you willing to share a bedroom? Listen, some women, they're already on the point where they're like, listen, can we get twin beds and share a one bedroom? I don't care, right? Some people are like, what is it that you would need? What is it that you would be willing to do? I mean, look at all of these dating apps. Why not an app that's focused on Black women living with Black women? Girls in one room, boys in another. You have children. How old are they? Yet there is a roommate app, but we don't participate in the roommate app, right? But maybe there's something for us to talk about there. Where's the IT people? Where y'all at? I know we're in here, right?
No, seriously.
All right. So let me go to Black Betty. Let me go to Hypervillain, and let's open back up again.
So she's semi right when she says that Black women don't talk to other Black women. Darn spam. When Black women don't talk to other Black women, but it's usually because there's Black women who have deconstructed, and then there's Black women who are male centered. And a lot of times, a lot of Black women have washed their hands with male centered women because whatever you say to her, she gonna get mad because she thinks you want her man, or she think like you tell her, girl, that man's not good for you. He slammed you against the wall. You need to get out of there. And you literally have women that will argue you down. Um, Summer Walker was right when she said the only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. And a lot of us need to stop saving these men. A lot of us give men grace when they don't deserve the grace that we give them. And then they laugh at us after we gave them grace because they call it game. Why would you allow me to play you like that? You knew what I was doing. You knew what I wanted from you. Like, these are the things that they say after you said, I gave you a chance, after they begged you for giving them a chance. So, yeah, that's the reason why a lot of women have stopped talking to women, because it's like, if you're going to sit there and fight with me and say I'm jealous and I want your man and I'm the reason that black women are being kept single, I don't want to deal with it anyway. But I do think mommunes are a great idea, and also I know the issue that a lot of roommates had back in the day when when I was in college was, don't let that man move in. That will unalive a roommate situation real quick. A lot of women have stopped being friends because she let her boyfriend move in the house. Don't want to pay bills. They don't want to split the rent three ways because she's sharing a room with that man. So I should be able to split. You should pay the same amount of money that you were already paying, and me and him are going to since we're sharing a room, we're going to split out the portion of the rent that I was paying. Now that's a huge argument. Like, it's all these things. So I say, if you're going to do a mom,
Listen, and it always
and I'm gonna land right here because I know that I be rambling. If you're gonna do a mommune, if you want to date a man, I'm not saying keep the man in the relate or not date men, but I'm just saying go over his house. You want to sleep over, go over his house. He don't need to be in the house. He don't need to be around the kids. If y'all want anything to do, he should have his own place. He should not be trying to weasel his way into what y'all got. And I'm gonna land there.
So let me say this. In the world building idea of us creating an app where Black women meet other Black women that they'd like to maybe do an apartment together, or maybe a Black woman owns a house and she wants to rent out a space to other Black women, blah, blah, blah. Preemptively think about all of the problems that can happen. Most of them are going to be men. Most of the problems are going to be men. And I agree with you, Black Betty. And I think maybe on that survey, that dating app survey that you're going to put is, are you still dating? Right? Are you still wanting to date? And it could be, nope, I'm done with dating forever. It could be, not right now, but I'm not counting it out. It could be, still actively looking for my husband, right? And something like that. So then people that don't ever want to date again can find other people that don't ever want to date again. And then they don't have to be mixed up in the messiness of your roommate has a boyfriend now, right? And then maybe even the contracts or whatever it is, what would you allow as far as if you had dates? How many sleepovers would be inappropriate per week? 0 sleepovers, 1 or twice a week, 3 times, whatever it is. Y'all would have those questions to figure out. Like, if my roommate had a lover, right? And let's even say lover, right? Because we're not going to exclude the LGBTQI community, right? If my roommate had a lover, how often would their lover sleeping over be too much, right? And then have them answer these
I
questions.
would love you though.
Why he ain't got his own place?
I
That
would
should be a
love
red
you.
flag if he don't.
So, right.
I'm
And
sorry. Like, as women, we gotta just have better standards, because a lot of the reasons why a lot of men even come stay with us is they ain't got nowhere to stay, or they sleeping on their mama's couch in the basement. Like, that should just be a red flag, right?
girl,
If he
you
don't
know
have his
that's the
own
song.
place,
You know that's the whole song that I wrote, right?
I
You
need
know
to
I wrote a
listen to
song
it,
about it.
because, like, why?
Listen, y'all. Let's take a musical break real quick. Let's take a musical break. And I'm gonna play the song. It's called "Lead for the Winter." Please enjoy the lyrics. The don't get lost in the beat and not listen to the lyrics. All right, y'all. Please enjoy the lyrics, and off we go. y'all.
Girl, I ain't got no job, no plan, no degree, no training, no hustle, just you and me. All I need is a woman's love and a PS5, a warm little house to keep my dreams alive. I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna clean, but I'll love you down like a king and queen. I'll eat your fruit snacks, sip your juice box too, but I'll text you, baby, when we run out of the blue. Yeah. No, I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bit of warmth. Yeah. Girl, I can light a fire with my whisper. Let me melt that frost, keep your body from the storm. I just wanna lead you for the winter. Hold you tight until the cold is gone. Yeah. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bed to warm. Hey. Don't you worry, baby, don't you stress. By the springtime, I'll be causing mess. When the robins sing, I'll be acting up. And when the summer hits, I disappear, good luck. But till then, girl, let me be your man. Your broke little blessing with no real plan. And you got the house, I'll bring the charm. You got the heat, I'll bring these arms. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bed to warm. Yeah. Girl, I can light a fire with my whisper. Let me hold you till the frost is gone. I just wanna lead you for the winter. I can keep your body safe from the storm. Hey, it's getting cold outside. It's getting cold outside, and I just need a bed to warm. Yeah. Girl, I'ma dry your bath, get that water right. Use your credit card just to buy your surprise. Pick you up from work in your car, oh no. Ran out the gas, but I still made a show. You the queen of the castle, I'm the king of your couch. Hey, you pay the bills, but I leave the house. Hey, got a dollar, but I got that drive. Just a man trying to love his way through life. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bed to warm. Girl, yeah. Girl, I can love you like a sinner. Pray forgiveness when the spring is born. I just wanna lead you for the winter. Then I'll be gone when the leaves turn green. Yeah, it's getting cold outside. It's getting cold outside, and I just need a bed. Just a April, baby. Keep me cozy, girl. You got heat, I got heart. Don't kick me out, it's still March. Just a April, baby. Keep me cozy, girl. You got heat, I got heart. Don't kick me out, it's still March.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed
Yeah,
this.
it's still March.
It's
Honestly, I started dancing as soon as it came on. Like the beat immediately hit.
Tony, you listen to the beat
Diabolical.
now. Don't miss out on the lyrics. Don't
No,
listen.
the lyrics was amazing, but that is pick me anthem.
You know, you
What
can
can I
actually
download
swing
this?
out to that.
No, seriously. I was like, I'm dancing, but then again, yeah, no. That was nice.
I hope y'all enjoy. Maybe
You
I'm
guys
gonna
were
put
on YouTube or something? But
it
to
should
that
be
point,
on.
y'all said they told us what they gonna do, and at this point, we know the writing on the wall. Like, are you really just gonna keep on allowing yourself to be played and used as a dumping mat? Like, I'm sorry, I'd rather have a rose than let a man use me. I really would. I don't know about y'all, but I just got a sense of self where I don't want nobody near me. I see demons around. I don't want you near me if you ain't got the right mindset. And I truly think women need to see themselves as the vessels that they are.
I just
I was
want
gonna say I think that sorry, hi everybody. But no, I agree with that. I was gonna say when I forget her name, but when the young lady was up here talking about how she feels like we're doomed and all of that kind of stuff, right? That to me, even though I know that's not the intention, right, is still a little bit male centered because doomed in what way? women can seek community within themselves, right? But it's like one, I'll go ahead and say this. If you have not if you spent majority of your life focused on men and you lost your a lot of your friendships, right? And a lot of your focus was put on men as opposed to building community with women. I'm not saying that's her story. What I'm saying is that's usually the women that talk about how black women aren't there for each other. I have multiple circles of beautiful black women because I've always put my friendships first and not a man. Um, and so since a lot of like that talking point and everything like that was about like, yeah, like this man hurt me and this man hurt me and this man hurt me. Okay, like, not to sound like TLC, but what about your friends? Where are they? And at some point as women, we have to look and say, is it that black women are, because I hate when we do that to our own people, right? Is the problem that black women are not warm and inviting, that black women are hard to reach out to? Because if the problem is black men, black women, the problem can't be everybody but you. If you have a hard time cultivating relationships, if you do not know how to be in community, of course you're going to have a hard time with that. Of course you are. Like, I've never been in a situation, like even when I was with my abusive ex or whatever, right? Like my friendships, which is part of the problem, but my friendships were paramount. Because when you're done with me and when you get tired of this, I still need to go ahead and have my friends. So, that was my 2 cents.
I feel you on it. All right, so we're gonna go hypervillain and then Sen. If you're new to the panel and you haven't answered any of the questions, pick whichever one you want to go when you get a chance to go back around. Or if you want to answer a different one that you haven't answered yet, keep that in mind as well. But first, we're gonna do hypervillain had something she wanted to say, and then Sen, and then we'll keep moving around.
Yeah, I really wanted to touch on what Black Betty was saying earlier about how when you're trying to build like a situation with women, how men can really undermine that, because that's pretty much what happened to me with one of my college roommates. Like when I moved in with her, I was perfectly fine with her having children, and she was in her relationship, and like it was fine for the most part, and I didn't mind like helping her like with the kids, and being that support group for her because her man worked late. But the moment that that relationship started to fall apart for her is really when it got messy for the whole house. And then trying to have a conversation about like how do we like fix this, because also there was the issue of her wanting to let one of her friends that happened to be male couch surf. And I was like, well, no one really talked about this. Like, I understand they have a situation, but you have to communicate that. So those things are like, very vital. I don't think women in general would have a problem like cohabiting with another person with kids. I know I didn't. Because for me, I felt like it was fun. Being around her children was fun. I got to, kind of learn hands-on like what parenting is. Like I'm not a parent, but I know a lot of work goes into it. But yeah, making sure it's not like male focused and centered is very vital if it's going to work.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a
Hold on one
part
second.
of
Let me go.
that.
Hold on one
Oh
second.
no, I'm
The
sorry.
order. Sen would be next. Go ahead, Sen.
Uh, did you want to speak on what hypervillain was saying? Because I'm about to change it.
Okay, so Mimi, did you want to respond to something that hypervillain was saying? Because she's saying if you were bouncing off a hypervillain, she'll wait for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, I think part of it is like-mindedness, right? Like, when I say we here, I'm just speaking like broadly, but like we came up with BLK, which was a black, version of Tinder before we've come up with a black version of any of these like roommate apps, right? I'm gonna be real. I don't have kids and I don't want to live with nobody's kids, but I am open to partnering with other black women um and building that and being being a pillar in each other's lives, and holding each other up, because like life is hard and expensive out here. But I do think that though, right, like if you are a woman that has children and you want to, collaborate with other women, all of that, like I feel like that it's an important detail, right? So like make sure that you're finding like-minded people. But that was all that I was gonna say.
Can I quickly add to that? But if I can quickly add to that, but yes, like-mindedness needs to be the forefront, and it can be situations where again they're still male-centered. I mean male-centered in every way, not just the men, but the other men in your life, your brothers, your fathers, all of those men in your life. Are you coddling them? My brother is homeless right now because he refuses to humble himself and get a job. Do I care? No. That's a grown man. Treat them as such. Stop coddling them. Like, why would you let a grown man come couch surf on your couch? Like, I'm sorry. No. Like, again, I really think women need to work on their standards and they need to have a come to Jesus moment. But, like, why would you invite a man into a house with women because he doesn't have a place to sleep? Like, these are red flags, but we haven't been conditioned to see them as such.
Oh, you okay. Y'all done landed. Um, I'm changing up the subject, which is why I wanted to answer the prompt, the first one. Um, if pro-black woman is considered anti-black, then it's like saying black women aren't black. So when we talk about black issues, if we have to ask that question, then that means that when we talk about issues, we're not considering the issues that affect black women, just black men. Hetero, cis hetero black men.
And I think that is the case, right? And actually that thought pattern is what led to the question, right? And for many of us that read Ain't I a Woman, Bell Hooks, and that's, by the way, I ain't trying to sound like I'm super read. That's the only Bell Hooks book that I read. And everybody else that talks about Bell Hooks makes me not really feel like I need to go read the other ones. I think I got the best one and I'm good. She says to be a woman means white woman, to be black means black man. Where's the black woman, right? And I think that in a lot of ways, black women are left out of blackness, right? When you ask somebody, name some issues of the black community, name something that's that black people suffer with, do you know that they first things that they answer are things that technically mostly harm black men, not really so much the things that mostly harm black women? They'll go straight, right, child support. They're going to talk about the system as far as the legal system. They're going to talk about police brutality, right? And I'm not saying that cops don't beat up black women
Baby,
too. No, hold
being
on.
baby mamas.
These baby mamas, right? And these are black man issues. I am not saying that the police have never unalived black women. They do. And they do it more than they do it to white women. I'm not saying that the police have never beat up black women. They do. And they do it more than they do it to white women. But overwhelmingly, the victims of that are black men. Overwhelmingly. If you look at the black men on that versus black women, they've got us beat by miles, right? Our issues are much more in grape sodaing. Honestly, the saddest thing that is that black women issues are more perpetrated by black men than anybody else. You talk about femicide rates, you talk about DV, you talk about SA. The number one perpetrator of crimes against black women or issues that are harming black women are from black men, which is why it seems like it's anti-black to talk about it. It's anti-black to talk about it because the person doing it is a black man, right? Now, if you want to talk about systemic, it's the medical system is number one. But what are black women doing about the medical system? We're becoming nurses and doctors in droves so that we can change the way that we're treated inside the system, right? You don't see them going to go become cops in droves. You don't see them become attorneys and judges in droves, right? But we're supposed to keep on caring about black men issues, but black men don't care about black men issues. And that's what falls us down to the third question, that we're expected to be their providers, protectors. We are out the only listen, black men are our biggest problem, and black women have been responding with disconnecting from black men. Our other biggest problem is the medical system, and we realize that we can't be without the medical system, so we're influxing.
Yellow, remember yesterday, were you on live yesterday when that YT guy was talking crap about the black men?
Do you know he's weird in my DMs right now? You know that same white guy is being weird in my DMs? NBA
white. The YT guy?
Yeah. He's being weird in my DMs right now.
Oh shit. Yeah,
don't get excited over a white man.
No. I'm just saying the brothers got mad, and the first thing they said was, "Are y'all gonna let him talk to us that way?"
Exactly. So for anybody that doesn't know the story, let me catch everybody up real quick. We were over on Grip's panel, all right? And this YT boy was in there saying all kinds of crazy stuff to the black men. Grips was like, I'll sit back. I'm not doing nothing about it. Let the black men stand up for themselves. They didn't. They came and asked us why we didn't stand up. Sir, you stand up for yourself. Yeah, NBA.
Remember,
NBA
it was all the stuff. It was all the stuff that black men have been saying on social media. That was the shit he repeated.
Yep.
So all the stuff, the Pookie, the Ray stuff, and everything he said was stuff that black men put out themselves. And we're supposed to help them and protect them from their own mistakes. And basically protect them from a trauma they created themselves.
And then they move the goalposts when you decide to talk about it. Like, what?
Yep. And
I'm so
no, go ahead.
Women to protect the men from a white T-man.
Say that again.
They expected women, black women, to protect black men from white T-men.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
And like, what was the whole conversation about? Like,
okay, so her prompt was and ongoing is, do black men deserve black women? That's the prompt, right? So, you know, they coming up there, yes, we deserve you. Yes, we deserve you. We deserve each other. We need each other, blah, 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 right? And then the YT boy comes up and he said, black men do not deserve black women. Black women are way too good for all of you. Black women deserve to be treated with respect. Black women deserve to be catered to. Black women deserve to be taken care of. Black women are the most educated women in the demographic, and y'all don't deserve them. And they wanted us to listen, and they wanted us to check him.
Honey, we agree with him.
Girl, let me tell you what happened.
I heard no
What happened is a bunch of us started gifting the white boy. And they were big men.
I was in a different space, and a white man basically was like, he was like, what did he say? He said something bad about black men. And I was like, well, how you feel about black women? He was like, I love black women. He was like, my wife is black. He was like, I love y'all. He was like, it's these sorry black men I don't care about. And I said, you know what? That's fine by me. Everybody in the comments was, you gonna let her disrespect black men?
Yeah.
See, black men disrespect themselves and then expect us in the world to just ignore it. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. You disrespect yourself, you create the conditions, and you glorify them, but then get mad when we notice it.
Host, if you may I speak?
Give me 1 second. You could go right next. I know for sure KGR will know what I'm talking about, and I know Sen will know what I'm talking about, and some of the people in the comments, because you have to kind of be in the TikTok streets for a little while for this reference to make sense. I don't give a fuck what these white boys are saying about black men, because the way that y'all was running around being Purdy's pets for years, the way y'all was Purdy's pet for years, Now, for those of y'all that don't know who Purdy is a white woman creator. And she holds a space where she's talking shit about black women, and the black men come in there and key with Purdy. Okay? She talks shit about black men, black women, and they came in there. And let me tell you something. They was never mad about Purdy until Purdy made a post that made them look like apes with tiki torches, and it was black men. Right? Then all of a sudden it was like, Purdy, Purdy was making fun of the 4B movement with the black women in it. Purdy was making fun of people in there and the black the wigs, weaves, and lashes. Purdy was making space for black men to talk about bullshit with black women. She's been doing that shit on this app for years, and they've been running in there like Purdy's little pets, keying with them until Purdy turned around and said, "Well, like, no, y'all's is niggas too." Oh, you gotta confuse, little pet. Use a nigger too, with a hard ER, right? Now all of a sudden they're like, Purdy, how could you, Purdy? Purdy, we've been here for years, Purdy. Purdy, I thought we was friends, Purdy. Purdy, why you got that image up there looking like black men look like Neanderthals, Purdy? I'm so confused, Purdy. What's going on in this room, Purdy? Purdy, do you need me to send you some flowers? Maybe you're not feeling well, Purdy. Could I send you some lunch? Maybe you're stressed out, Purdy. What's going on? I don't know if you smoke, but would you like a cigarette, Purdy? I don't understand what's happening today. Now it was an uproar, but Purdy been smashing and bashing black women for years. And y'all been over there having a good and in my Mrs. Huxtable voice, y'all was having big fun, Vanessa. Big fun. Y'all was having big fun. So now, no, I don't give a fuck what NBA run around here and say. I don't. Go ahead, Mr. Cummins. You got the floor.
Thank you. I wanted to answer the prompt. The first question says,
choose whichever one you like and go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna tackle all three. I'll make it quick. It says, is pro-black women considered anti-black? Of course it is. Of course it is, because being pro-black woman, let's be honest, we don't own the term black. That's one thing. So the definition of a black woman is different than the definition of a black man, how they describe themselves. And when you ask a black woman, what's a black woman? They describe this pseudo white woman. It's almost like they appropriate white women. They use their Eurocentric hair. They use their makeup lines. They talk like them. And there's one on the stage now that sounds just like a white girl. There's
Who are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. What does sounding like a white girl mean?
Just using their talking points, enunciating their words.
Enunciating your words. So there is a diction that's you're required to use if you're black?
Look, I think we own AAVE.
You're not allowed to enunciate your words if you're black.
We own AAVE, and I feel like we should stand on that. We don't need to talk. I
don't want to speak AAVE.
Why not? What's wrong with it? I understand you.
So let me tell you this, right?
Host, I wasn't finished talking though, host.
I don't give a shit because I told you one, and you said I'm gonna do all three. I'm a surprise, nigga. No, you're not. Everybody else that has come up here since I started this live 2 hours and 12 minutes ago has adhered to me saying choose one. Your dumb ass came up here and said I'm gonna do all three. Nigga, I said one. You chose your one.
I didn't hear that.
No, you know why? Because you like to talk when I'm talking. That's why you can't hear what I said. Surprise, nigga. You chose the one, and that's the one you're gonna do until we round around again. Everybody else, man and woman, did one.
But wait, Yellow, can I just reply to that?
Reply to what? I wasn't finished.
I hope you enjoyed my AAVE that I gave you just now.
Well, yeah, you did. You brought up a couple points though. Unless if you want to finish, go ahead.
May I? Because I don't silence black women.
You're on number one, so go ahead.
Thank you. It's anti-black because black women try to appropriate white women. They always talk about dating up like white women do, but they never take into account that man that they're dating up to is dating down. That man pretty much is using you as a trophy wife.
That's
fine. You're not special to him.
How come every race except for black men understand that women are supposed to? You know why? You know why it's anti-black to marry up and date up in the black race? Because it ain't enough of you niggas up. That's the problem. Dating
yes,
y'all.
It is. Those men don't look out for you guys. They don't look for women like you.
And who do they look for?
They look for better women, which are white women and Latino
White
women.
women. Perfect, Mr. Cummings. Let's stay right there. I'm okay with that. So listen, for every Janice, Judy, Susan, and Kim that went and grabbed herself a black man that was on the up, it means there's a Bill, a Bob, a James that didn't get access to some white woman. Why shouldn't we go get him?
Let's be honest. Women don't get men. The man gets
Listen,
you.
baby, yes we do. Baby, yes we do.
Listen.
Yes we do, baby.
Yellow.
Yes
Respectfully.
we do.
Respectfully.
I don't
You do not.
respectfully you. I have a pussy, you don't. Yes we do.
And that it doesn't keep a man.
Sure it can.
You don't get him in. He doesn't stay.
Listen, this is the thing. Black women are educating themselves and they're getting put in the room with Bob. We're finding Bob. Bob's at our job. All right, listen. Again, I don't have no problem with y'all dating white women. But please know that for every white woman that you took off the market, there's a lonely Bill. And for every Maria that you took off the market, there's a lonely Jesus. All right? And I'm telling you right now, increasingly, they are taking black women serious. Now, true facts, right? Only 12% of marriages by black women, 12.5% of marriages by black women are outside of our race. However, that's triple what it was 10 years ago. So yes, the number's low, but when we look at how it's growing, honey, keep taking them white women and leaving them. Please keep taking those white women and leaving them white men lonely. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the white man is a bigger fish than the white woman. So keep leaving the white man lonely. We love it.
And so can I just say also that he was just like, we appropriate, what white women do. When it comes to the hair thing, it was black women had to go and
here we go.
Fight for the right to wear our natural hair. Black men didn't fight for that. They act like it's a big deal. They'll level it against us, but they won't fight the white man so that black people can wear their natural hair. When it comes to the makeup lines and stuff like that, I don't see black men out there wearing black designers. They're out there when they can afford the Gucci, they get the Gucci. When they can afford all that stuff, they throw on white labels and white creations the same way as we do. And they understand it's the simple fact that a lot of us don't have the money or the capital to start this stuff. Or when we do start this stuff, we get, they get bought out and stuff like that. They're not thinking about that the same as theirs. On the same token, black men took hip hop and allowed YT men to take over it, which is why we got more trap and gangster rap than we do rap hip hop that we had back in the day that actually talk about intellectual stuff and bringing together the community.
Don't talk about intellectual and then bring up rap music.
Hold on, excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
No, don't bring up rap music.
That's a talking point. Everything black men say that we do, they have done it first, and they've done it bigger. The C-Rack epidemic that was going through a community was because black men wanted to bling and shine like they saw the YT boys doing. So this whole thing about black women appropriating what white women do is crazy. They're even running out there grabbing the Kims and the Susans.
One second. Y'all, don't. Oh, shit. I was just going to say, don't drop him. They dropped you, babes. They dropped you. Ain't nothing I could do, honey. I can't take their money. I can't give the money.
They dropped me?
Yeah, babes.
Hey, I'll be back on my other account.
But Sin, thank you for bringing up that point, because
we don't buy white women's hair. This is Malaysian, okay? We don't buy their hair. We aren't buying Becky Sue thin. We are getting Malaysian. These are not. Are you crazy? We're in Brazilian bundles. Are you guys crazy?
But KG, they're
probably was a good thing he was dropped, because I was about to cuss him the fuck out. It wasn't.
Red pill is a YT thing. That's a YT man's thing, and it's even right wing and racist. But they adopted that. They adopt ideologies. They're talking about a look, and a lot of these things that we had to adopt, we adopted so we can go into places and actually work. Because they're not going to let us walk into a boardroom with our big ass afro.
So when does the
And I think
change
that
start?
black men are saying this stuff because they want us locked out of these places.
They want to
Let me
lower our
say this real
self-esteem. And I
quick.
think the biggest point that he added also to that point is like, because you see the vitriol he said, oh, like these men don't even want you. Like
And that's
this is
fine.
what they think about us. They have nothing but negative things to say about us. And they want us to think that we're nothing. But when we actually go out into these spaces, we are desired. Like I've been with my husband now for 16 years. That man desires every part of me. And he has from day one. But somehow they want you to think that you aren't desired. Why is that?
So let me say this over here for those of you
Because
guys that
they
are,
also
hold on one second.
know they,
Hold on one second. Right? For those of you guys that are over here, when the black men get on the panels and they say the things, just agree with them. Okay? We don't fight back and forth with them. We don't get them enraged, right? Just agree with them. And then you tell them how agreeing with them benefits us. That's the way that it's done over here. All right? So don't allow them to get you in a back and forth. Yes, you do. No, you don't. Yes, you do. No, 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 no. Like, don't get into that. You see what I did with him? You said, they want them white ones. I said, it's okay, cool. I love that. I love the white woman for you because it means that Bill is lonely. And Bill is a bigger fish than Janet. Bill is a far bigger fish than Susan could ever want to be. Right? So don't let these men trigger you over here on over here, right? Because at the end of the day, it is the truth. Because you can absolutely every single thing that these black men on my silly spell, right? Everything that they wanted bad for us, it ends up turning right back around on them. Now they got problems with us dating the white man. Now they got problems with us with the Hispanic man. Now they got problems with us with the Turkish man. Listen, Turkish men love some black women. Okay? Now they got problems with us with all of these different types. Now they got problems with us with the ginger man. The ginger man been checking for us. All right? So this thing, let them have it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I truly, deeply in my soul believe that black men and white women deserve each other anyway. They deserve each other. They are the same kind of crocodile tears over bullshit type of people. Let them crocodile tear to each other. Let them fight over who's the fucking victim and who's supposed to stand up for who. See, white women, their issue is whenever they have a cause, they want to come over here and come get black women. Hey, black women, will you stand next to us in our cause? Black women, will you come stand with us? You know, black women, will you organize? Or black women, will you help us more mobilize? Black women, we need to see you there. Yo, these white women, when this election first happened, right? And all the black women, right? And this is the part where when they say, the FBA versus this, that, whatever shit that's going on, and how black you gotta be to be black, blah, 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 blah. Because I got into one of these fights this weekend, I guess because I'm light skinned, but whatever. You want to know if you're black or not. All of us, the Caribbean black women, the long-standing history in America black women, the light-skinned black women, the dark-skinned black women, the heavy-set black women, the skinny black women, all of us got the same download on the same day at the same time that said, lady, it's time to rest. If you got that message wired into you the day after the election, and that thing, you got that download, bitch, you black. We all got it. Everybody heard it that was black woman, right? Now, because white women didn't get that download, only the black women did. They wanted to do a protest, right? I don't know if y'all know about this. They wanted to do a protest. It was rather quickly after the election with Kamala Harris because they didn't want to see Donald Trump back in the office. They up there in line and said they didn't vote for him and whatever, right? But your auntie did, and your mama did, and your mother-in-law did too. Okay, whatever. When they put out the program for it, the flyer, because I seen the flyer. When they put the flyer on it, they put black woman face on it. Did y'all know that? They put black woman face on the flyer and they put our fist in the air next to theirs. Bitch, who asked you? Who asked you? So you didn't know that we got a download that said we're at rest, bitch. You didn't ask us if we wanted to go to your outdoor party. You didn't ask us if we wanted to go to the barbecue. You didn't ask us if we wanted to come. You just put our skin color, you just put our tone, you put our face, you put our fist right there on a fucking flyer without asking us if we were coming. Had the nerve to put Black Lives Matter over in the circle. Did you ask Black Lives Matter? Did you call Black Lives Matter and ask them if they would be attending your outdoor party? No. That's what I'm telling you. Black women, white women, and black men do the same fucking shit to us. They got a reason and a protest and some shit that they want to fucking talk about. You presume that we want to come. You just presume that we want to come. Who the fuck told you we want to come? We're busy, okay? We busy unaliving on L&D tables, okay? We're busy over here fighting for our fucking life and trying to keep our sons out the goddamn street. We're busy trying to get our sons to not get sucked in by the black man's songs, right? And I'm not blaming the music on its own. I'm just saying, we're busy. We got shit to do. And black men be on the same thing. Black men be on the same thing. Now that black women withdrew, where's the protest walk for all these black men hanging from trees? Aren't we like 25 in for the year? It's about 25-ish. All these black men unaliving themselves in trees. For some reason, something went in the water and all these black men decided that, I don't know, to just walk themselves to a tree, go walk themselves to Home Depot and get rope and take themselves out in trees. Is that what happened? Because I don't see y'all out there saying that anything different happened. You waiting on black women to come say it. And now that we're not saying it, it's not getting said. The only thing I hear about these black men hanging from trees is black women talking about how black men ain't talking about it. And that's the closest that we're getting to talking about it. Is like, I noticed y'all ain't got shit to say. And even if you got something to say, I ain't seen you out in the streets. I don't see y'all marching nowhere. I don't see y'all walking nowhere. I don't see batons in your hand. I don't see no caps on your head. I don't see no leather jackets. None of that shit. It's cool enough for leather jackets in some states right now. I don't see none of that. Where's your black leather jacket? Dust that shit out. It's in the back of your closet. Go get it. Where's your black leather jacket at? You waiting for us. That brings us to the third prompt. Go ahead, Debbie. You got the floor. Or Debbie. Go ahead.
I don't really got too much to say. I just want to. I don't know why so much division between us. Period.
Because y'all keep killing us. Like, that's why.
You sound like y'all this, y'all that.
Listen.
Willie Lynch syndrome is really.
You're asking us why there's so much division, and the answer is because y'all keep killing us. Now, Mr. Debbie, a black man has asked me recently what could be done to bridge the gap, which, by the way, I got a song about bridging the gap if y'all want to hear it. A black man asked me what could be done to bridge the gap. What can we do now? How do we move forward? And I answered it. And I'm going to tell you right now, most of the black women who have heard my answer to what do we do to bridge the gap have agreed with it. And I'm going to say it again today because there's plenty of people in the room now that have never heard my answer to this question. Go to civil war with each other. All you good black men, so many of you, so many good black men, never hit a woman, so many good black men never touch a child, so many good black men never coerced a woman, so many good black men never unalived a woman. So many of you are such good black men, so few of you are doing the bad things. Go to civil war for us. I want y'all to get out in the street and I want you to protest against the black men that are causing harm. I want to see y'all fighting with them. I want to see y'all unalive them. And when there are none of them left, then we are ready to bridge the gap. Now, until you're ready to go right on ahead and actually take on the black men that are causing us harm, leave us the fuck alone. Because you being over there quiet, not doing shit about it, ain't doing shit for us. You want to prove that we should get back with you, then do something. But y'all been quiet the whole time. You've been keying at niggas that coerce us. You've been listening to their love stories the next day about some young girl that they forced into having sex that didn't really want to have sex. And you harassed her and harassed her and harassed her until she finally said, okay. And then they go back to you and tell you about the story and you kiki with her, eating Cheetos on the side of the road. How'd your date go last night? Did you hit? Yeah, that's y'all. Oh, I heard. Oh, I heard Sammy was supposed to come over to your house yesterday. How'd it go? Did you hit? That's all of y'all. It's fucking all of y'all. So you're confused as to why is it that we don't want to fucking talk to you, we don't want to fucking deal with you, and we only want to talk to the femme presenting out of you? That's why. You want to know how to bridge the gap? Go to civil war with your brothers that are problematic. Now, if you'd like to respond to that, you're free to do so.
So I'm guessing this is a room full of single women. Is that what's going on?
Nobody replied.
That's definitely what's going on. Go kill. So you want me to go kill dudes that's killing women and stuff? And that's the answer to your problem. You gonna want to be back with black men, or I mean, be in men or whatever. Is that what you're saying? Like, get out in the street, protest, and show that I'm that man that you guys are looking for in America. Is that what you're saying? Because the Tom and Bob that you were asking,
It's a silent
he's
stand,
definitely not.
ladies. It's a silent stand.
No, this is a question. Is Bob going to do that for you that you were speaking of? Since you're talking about go to Bob and Tom. Exactly. No answer. It's accountability. It's not, well, you guys did this to us and you killed us and y'all do this to us. And girl, get your life together. Find God. Find you some love, man. And whoever that may be from. Like, what the hell? Y'all on here talking about black men this and y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that. That's the problem. Who gives a fuck? Find what makes you happy and do that. Y'all all on here single and bitter. Talking about some black men this, black men that, black men this. Y'all hate black men, then stop talking about black men. Just go be with Bob and Tom.
We're listening to you, baby. You got the whole floor. 5 minutes. Tell us everything you need to say.
I just had to get
Go
that off.
ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I just had to get that off. My bad. Y'all in here doing niggas. Oh.
Go ahead, baby.
Whole lot of shit going on. Big fat bitches on the phone. All these hoes in the zone. Tell that bitch, please leave me alone. Accountability. 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 We got big bitches and we got big bitches and big bitches. Big bitches. Accountability. 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 Yeah, accountability. We just need accountability. Yeah. It ain't no accountability. It ain't no accountability. It ain't no accountability. All these bad bitches bitter at me. They mad cause I'm black. Yeah. They mad cause they fat. Yeah. Yeah. Go and find a man. But you can't take care. I see fat, bitter bitches, woo-hoo. A whole lot of fat, bitter bitches, boo-hoo. No accountability. All I see is fat bitches on my screen. Ooh, what's wrong with these hoes? Can't find no nigga. No. She's like, go fight for me. Go fight for me. These hoes, fat, bitter, bickering bitches is trifling. Go get a job. That's what you want. Fixing your hair. She said it's not white girl hair, it's Malaysian. She said, bitch, you on fire, hot, you blazing, bitch, you crazy. Thought you was a black bitch, and if you pro-black, you like black niggas. You dumb slit. Hold on, what's wrong with you, hoe? Fat bitter bitches. He playing the song, you know what I'm on. You bitches is wrong. You bitches won't hate on us. You know what's wrong. Know that we on. Black niggas. We don't give a fuck about the fat hoe. Go be with the white man if that's what you really, really want. You bitches get it. Bitch jump on Twitter. They better be bickering and talking on TikTok. Bitch go to work. Get a jig job. Accountability. No accountability. Yeah. This was fun. Got it done. This is fun. They looking like, who is he? They on the internet, bickering. Oh, crash out, mask out. Pull out the yacht, and got blast out. What's wrong with accountability? These bitches so silly, dude. Oh, silly me. Ooh, they might just ban me. Ooh, they might just block me. Whole group full of big bodies. I appreciate y'all watching the show. You know what I'm saying? Tap in and tap out. Yeah. Bitter bitches get help. Love black men, love black women, black love. You're crazy. But I'm out of here.
All right, I'm gonna end the show time now.
Yeah, that was sad. That poor baby couldn't even just be quiet just for a second. And that just goes to show we don't have leaders. I can never understand how men will say we need to unify, we need to come together, yet their values are in the garbage. Like it's just really sad. It's just really sad because if that's what Black women have to look forward to, then of course we're gonna either come together, be alone, or figure out other options. And I don't even think a lot of the spaces where Black women are like divesting, they're even just specifically saying that they're going to only white T men. They're saying that they're gonna elevate their dating pool regardless. You know, just make sure that they elevate all of their options, not directly be exclusive to any man. Find the right man is what Black women are talking about. Whereas Black men in a lot of these spaces, they get a passport for you. I'm 36. I remember they started off and they were talking about how white women were amazing. They passed through them. Now they online. Single baby mamas just ran through them. They got a passport, ran through China. There's no accountability. Yet when we decide to do the same thing, because we're doing it for the right reasons, you actually see better unions. You see better offspring, kids that are actually functioning adults, unlike your unions and your divorce rates that are climbing, if not even getting there, because you're creating baby mothers everywhere, in every community, in every country. It's not just us. Yet somehow Black women are the problem. It's absolutely insane, because literally listen to that young man. If this is what young girls have to look forward to, then if it was me, I would be the cat lady. I promise you, I'll be the cat lady.
I mean, if you are married, why are you here?
Hold on a second. It wouldn't be your turn. You're literally the last person to get up here, and there's several people that haven't spoke yet. This is why I just let them talk. You hear me? Like, because a lot of times you go to the panels and end up as the women yelling back and forth with them. No, I want you to say everything. When they get that 5 minutes to just say they shit, they tell you how they really feel about us. when he was able to interact with us, it was why you don't want to bridge the gap, why you think that we only got each other, we only got to be with each other, what are we gonna do, right? When that man got a little bit upset, he told us everything that he felt about us. He told us everything that he thought about Black women. And now, after listening to him, we could go back to the conversation about unity? Nigga, you told us everything you think about us just now. And they do it every day. Every day, Black men come onto my panel pandering the bullshit of unity. And by the time they're gone, they tell us that we're fat, we're unattractive, nobody wants us, the white woman is better. Blah, blah, blah. Sir, when you're done, did you think that we were going to talk about unity? You came in here talking about unity, and it was always a lie. It was always a lie. So I want y'all Black men to know that when y'all come in here talking unity, we know you're lying. We know you're lying. And if we give you enough space, you're going to tell us that you're lying. You're going to tell us that you're not safe. You're going to tell us that we shouldn't let our daughters near you. You're going to tell us that we shouldn't let our sisters near you. You're going to tell us that you who's sitting there claiming for unity is going to be the same one that puts your hands on a woman. You're going to be the same one to knock a woman up, leave her, and then call her a single baby mom while you point at her. No. Let me tell you what, the easiest way to not become a single mom is to not fuck any of you. Period. Let me go ahead to Jenny, then Snow Black, Tiffany, King Corner, then User. Go ahead, Jenny. And thank you for adhering when I was like, it's a silent moment. Thank you guys, because I know it's hard sometimes, especially when you're not used to that.
Sure, no problem. You know, I tell brothers who say things like, "Oh, the YT woman is better, the Asian woman, the Latina woman is better." I always remind them that as Black women, we have shared close spaces, close proximity, the small talk moments with YT women, Asian women, Latina women. They confide in us, sleepovers, boardrooms, company outings, girl retreats. We actually know them better than Black men, right? Because of bonding experiences. And we know from those experiences that the Black man is not their first choice to settle down with. They're just really not. Becky will tell you that it is not her father's dream that she grow up and Prince Charming is not white. Now, she may settle for you if you got a lot of money or a nice body or both, because that gives her something to stand on. When daddy says, "Well, Becky, why didn't you choose Jacob?" I never envisioned myself with little cinnamon-colored grandchildren. You know what I mean? That's just the facts. But we know that as Black women, and we try to warn you, Black men, who put these women up on a pedestal. Same thing with the Asian woman. It's not her mommy and daddy's dream to see her shack up, get pregnant by, or even marry a Black man. Absolutely not. But they'll allow it if it makes their daughter happy. So just keep that in mind when you step on the necks of Black women saying that Black women haven't done anything for me. They're too entitled. They're way too much weave. Blah, 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 blah. In the same breath, I want you to also think about the white woman, the Asian woman, or the Latina woman who has helped your Black ass out when you were in a bind. Because I know there isn't one. Not a single one. That's how.
Child, they unalive them and then let their daddy help them get off. When Black men start doing the weird shit to them that they do over in our community, they off them. They off them.
Mm-hmm.
They off them and get away with it because their uncle is the chief of police.
And a white woman is not going to save your ass at all.
And then they
She will
want us
protect her family before she saves your ass.
The circle is so crazy, right? And this is why they're so mad at us for jumping off the hamster wheel with them. So you tell me the white woman's first, you knock up some Black girl when she's young, try and ruin her fucking future, right? Then you go over to the white woman because she's better and you bitch about your black baby mama to her. She takes you into her white bosom, to her pink nippled bosom, right? And fuck around with you. Sooner or later, you gonna start being yourself. When you start being yourself and start getting aggressive and mean and nasty in front of them, she off your ass. And tell her daddy what happened. He tells his brother, was the chief of police, and for some reason, they got evidence that your ass been depressed for months. Or was it an accident? How the hell you
We
clean?
know how
How
dangerous
the
it
hell
is
did
for
you
black men.
clean?
I see in the
How in the hell did
comments
you
a lot.
clean your? How did you clean your gun with the bullet still in it? Nobody can answer that shit for me. Who cleans their pew pew with the bullet still in there? Okay, cool, whatever. She was cleaning her gun with the bullet still in there, and you ended up with it inside your chest. Now your family want to know why black women ain't got nothing to say. No, sir. Now you coming back to the same community that you bashed and shitted on, pissed all over the community, and you want to come back talking about some, is y'all gonna march for my son? No, no, absolutely the fuck not. But I'm gonna tell you who can march for him. White women. That's what I kept asking and nobody could answer. When that boy got unalived by that white woman, where were all the white women that have black men out in the streets? I ain't seen nobody's white baby mama marching for that black man. That's who was supposed to be out there. That's your women, right? Your women is the white woman. So all those white women that been fucking black men was supposed to come to your rescue. Those are your women, not us. I ain't seen thank you, Lou. I ain't seen not one video made about it. I ain't seen no TikTok. I ain't seen no GoFundMe. I ain't seen no letters to the governor. I ain't seen shit from white women. Why didn't the white women come out for you, sir? The white women are your women, not us. Now I done forgot who was supposed to go next. I hope y'all remembered.
It was me.
Okay, go right ahead.
um, yeah, you know they like when women don't read, so maybe she just couldn't read. She didn't read the instruction manual on how to properly clean it. It sounds like a match made in heaven. Um, so it's kind of been a while, so I'm gonna start with the prompt and I'll make it quick though. Are black women
Pick
allowed to
any,
talk about harm?
pick any
Oh,
which
sorry.
one. Pick one though. Just pick
Okay,
one.
awesome.
And then when we go
Are
back
black women
around, if you
allowed?
want to pick another, you pick another.
Okay, cool. Are they allowed to talk about the harm that black men caused? No, they aren't, and that is exactly why. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I don't want to tie in the other prompts together, but um, in the black community, you are not allowed to talk about the things that black men do if it harms you or if it's negative. Um, you can talk about if a black woman does something negative or harmful, you can discuss that, but you cannot talk about uh, the harms that are caused by black men. The black community it has this kind of idea that um, we are here to uphold black men. We don't even really look at black women as a part of the race. It's really just black men. So I did want to start off with that. But I also wanted to add that believe it or not, the type of white men that would be attracted to BLK women, they're not going for the uneducated women. So a white man actually probably would use his power or platform in a way to whether it's protesting, whether it's using who he knows his contacts to get something done. They actually do that. I've actually had that experience. So and that's why it's so disgusting and it's such a joke when black men try to say, "Oh, are they going to march for you or going to do it?" Y'all don't do those things. And what was it when Kamala was promoting for her presidency and all that? White men got together and raised a bunch of money for her. They didn't ask other races, "How can we get this money together?" They got together. They were on their phone calls with their network. How can we get this woman in place? How can we have these protections? If you ask a black man about that, he's gonna say yeah because he heard me just say it about a white man doing it. Yeah, we did that too. No, you didn't. And all men are pretty trash, but I would suggest to um black women, try dating out. Don't try to date out and find a black white man though, because then just stick with the white female. I mean, just stick with the black
Yeah,
man
white chocolate
at
ain't
that
it.
point.
White chocolate ain't it.
Yeah, if he's acting like a wigga, that's not for you. But there are a lot of men from other races who are very attracted to black women, and a lot of times the reason that they don't approach or they don't think that it's something that could work is because black men are in their ear telling them this, that, and the other. They really do. And that's why they get on here and they say, "Oh, they don't want you. They don't want you." They're always trying to push the gap, and it's because you're not allowed to talk about the harm that they do. You're not allowed to escape from that harm. They really see us as their personal slaves. And it sucks, but they really do see that. It doesn't matter. They come on here and they talk down about the black woman, and then you say, just how we did a little bit earlier, "Okay, that's fine, go with them." He still wanted to come back on a different account. If you don't like this space, if you don't like what they're saying, why are you constantly putting yourself in those spaces? I don't go to red pill men spaces. I don't listen to dumb nigga podcast. I never see it because I don't engage with it. I'm not going back into those spaces. But that just shows how a black man will be so upset, he will be so stressed out about what's happening, what the conversation is, and he will stay right there and make it everyone's problem instead of just leaving, instead of removing himself. And I really hope women, just because he's sticking around, does not mean he likes or loves you anymore. Does not mean he cares about you anymore. Their misery truly loves company. So I just want to the women, keep that in mind, and I'll land there. Thank you for letting me talk.
Thank you. Yeah, don't do the white chocolate. That's a bad idea. By the way, it was $4.2 million that was raised, and there was like 190,000 white men on that call. I need to look up and see how many black men came to the call for Kamala. Let's do that real quick. Let's see how much.
And even though she lost, I don't hear the white men that were in there complaining about, "Oh, I invested my money. I should have."
Yeah, you're right. What they said instead was, she didn't make it this time around. Maybe in 4 more years. That was the
Okay.
mindset.
So white men raised $4.2 million and black men raised 1.3. Black women raised 1.6.
Wow. And they want to go 50-50. And they want to talk about the resource. Wasn't there a guy here earlier talking about when he was doing that rant? He said, "We have all the resources. They want to be us."
Y'all do not have all the resources. The white man has all the resources. I don't know why y'all think y'all have the resources. The white man has the resources. You have the resources that the white man allows you to have. And what's even more sad is that the white man tried to give you guys more resources and you wouldn't do your part. Now for those of you guys that were not here the day that we did it, we did a long day, a documentary. It took us like a 5-hour live, 5 or 6 hours. And we dug deep into what was going on during the time that the black woman kicked the man out the house. Did y'all know? And I know if you were here, you know it. But if you weren't here, raise your hand. Is there anybody that wasn't here? Or if there's anybody in the panel that wasn't here today that we did a deep dive?
Definitely
You
wasn't.
said, was it?
Was
No,
not
I
here.
wasn't.
So let me let y'all know that the black woman did not kick the black man out the house. It's a lie, it's propaganda. Because the same welfare office that was offering money to black women to assist with her rent and food was also giving out trainings for the trades to black men. And if they went into the trades, they didn't have to go out of the house until after they finished their thing and start working it. They could start paying for the house themselves. They rather had left than to had done the trades. They rather had left than to have become a plumber. They rather had left than to become an HVAC worker. They rather had left than to have become an electrician. They actually did not have to leave. Oh, come on up, Cynthia. Please do. Y'all, the one and only Cynthia G is in the room.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
So we go. I don't care whose turn it was. We going straight to Miss Cynthia G.
Do the applause sound. Do the applause sound.
That
Yes.
needs an applause.
Listen, you need the girl, please.
Oh no, man.
If I had "She's Your Queen" sound, I would do it. Cynthia, we're here. Everybody else mute up. And I'm telling you right now, first
Hey,
nigga act up disrespectful, I drop your ass on your head. Hey, Cynthia.
hey, Yellow. I heard your song to Nicki Minaj is phenomenal. I didn't know that was you. Oh,
You're muted, Yellow.
oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Wait 1 second. No, that one was not me. That one was not me. Oh, I don't get involved with the girls fight. I don't get involved with the girls fighting. No. That one wasn't mine.
Okay, are you able to hear me?
Yes. I thought the song was funny, so I reposted a video of it, but that song wasn't mine.
Oh yeah, it's going viral. I'm seeing it on all the blogs. Whoever did it, it's definitely going viral. But I just wanted to come up here for the welfare bit because I know this is a common lie that's circulating around our community, and it has been for a long time since I first got on YouTube. Nearly 10 years ago, I remember all of the propaganda around welfare kicked Black men out the home, and that's why they weren't there. So I never thought that was true because my mom was on welfare at one point, and my drug addicted dad was on it with her. But I did some research, and I even did it to the extent of calling welfare. I think I called in DC, I called in Washington, I called in Alabama, and I think I called another place. I called a few of them because I really wanted to get to the bottom of it beyond reading the stepfather clause of welfare, which the stepfather clause never said that someone had to remove a man from the home. They actually said she wouldn't be qualified unless he had already had an established pattern of absence. So they didn't write the welfare and say, well, if you have this man in the home, then we're going to require you to make him leave in order for you to qualify. That's not what happened. It was actually the reverse. In the writing, it says in order for the woman to qualify, the man had to be either completely disabled and incapable of working, he had to either be deceased, or he had to have an extended absence, a provable extended absence. In the event that a man was there, the woman would no longer qualify because the government contended that if a man is there and he is able-bodied, then he should be the one providing for the children, regardless to whether he is their biological father or not. When I called welfare, they confirmed at no point in history do they ever remove anyone from their home. They don't remove people from home, they terminate benefits, which if that's the case, then Black men should have been happy with that because Black men claimed they wanted to be providers. Okay, so then your presence in the home would render her incapable of getting welfare. So then that would give you the opportunity to provide for your family. I would think they would appreciate the man out of the homeroom. Is literally saying if that man is there, then he can provide. We're not going to provide for you. He can provide. That's literally how the law was written. So I don't understand beyond Black men wanting someone to blame other than themselves for evading responsibilities for their families. But at no time in this country did welfare remove any man from the home. Now, did women know that they could go get welfare if the man wasn't there? Yes. But Black men removed themselves from the home, and they had to have removed themselves from the home before Black women got on welfare. So this is a whole lie. If Black men were providers, Black women wouldn't have they wouldn't have qualified for welfare. If they were providers, they simply would not have qualified for it. Furthermore, that rule wasn't in a lot of states. It wasn't even in all states. I think it was only in about 12 or 13 of them. Black men did not go to the Supreme Court to get that rule tossed out. A Black woman did. A Black woman launched in King v. Smith She launched a lawsuit. A bunch of other women attached themselves to the lawsuit for a class action lawsuit, but it was initiated by a Black woman and she was successful. So that rule was thrown out in 1968. The stepfather clause was removed from welfare in 1968 because of a Black woman. Why are we in 2025, going on 2026, still hearing about a rule that was thrown out in 1968?
Now, Cynthia, do you know off the top of your head what year the stepfather clause was put in, or whatever, the boyfriend clause, stepfather, whatever? Do you know what year that was put in, or was it like that from the initiation?
No, I think it was 64, but let me look.
So
let me just look, because it might have been there. No, it was. Let me just look. What?
Because I'm like, are we doing all this bitching for 4 years? Because if it was really that, like, they could have moved right back, and if they lost like 4 years out of their kid's life, I think everything would have just been fine.
Oh yeah, that rule was only there for 4 years. It was only there.
So we're crying in 2025 because Black women's benefits would have been taken away for 4 years.
So this is what the AI overview says. It says the concept of the stepfather clause wasn't added in a specific year, but rather evolved. The Supreme Court's 1968 King v. Smith, which is what I just went over, decision established that states could not disqualify a child from aid if the primary economic need was met by a stepfather who was not the child's legal parent, meaning a man who did not father those children are not responsible for the care. Therefore, regardless to whether another man is there or not, welfare still needs to pay. So this has been here since 1968. It says then effectively, let me just finish reading. If their primary economic need was met by a stepfather who was not the child's legal parent, effectively striking down many early man in the home rules by 1970. So by 1970, no state had a man out of the home rule. It says, however, states they continue to implement policies that restricted benefits, but it was illegal. It was illegal, so you could have sued the presence of an adult male, including stepfathers, leading to further legal challenges. So it says even in 1970, some states was upholding it, which led to legal challenges. So you could have sued if that was the case. But King v. Smith remedied that in 1968. The man out of the home rule was only affecting the Black community from 1964 to 1968. 4 years. And not even in all states, because it was only in like 12 states. So 4 years, 12 states, a welfare program, Black men are saying has rendered them completely obsolete from their families up to 2024. So if this isn't an argument for protecting your womb from creating these ineffective males, I don't know what is. Because if a social policy can disable you from 1964 to 2025, you are no good to anybody's community. You're just not. You're no good to the community at that point.
Child. Now, Cynthia, were you aware of the stuff that was implemented for them to go ahead and get their trades and stuff that was set up right through welfare at the same time? If not, I'll send you.
No, but I do know. I don't know, but I do know there was a time when Black men did receive welfare, and they got a homemaker that came in. Black men actually received more welfare and better welfare than Black women did, because Black male single parents, which were few and far in between, they actually got a whole woman to come into their house and cook and clean for them.
Get the hell out of here.
I believe more young men are lying.
Yeah,
and
that was
dating
part
out
of
who they
that
voted
was a
for.
part of their welfare.
Why?
I'm sorry?
I said, why I couldn't get a whole woman come in my house and help? That's some bullshit. Like, that's...
Yeah, no, they were only giving that to men. Yeah, they gave that to men.
But also, so there, I'm gonna bring up the short clip of it. There's a whole long, hour-long YouTube video of it, and we did it one day. We sat here and watched the whole video, and we like paused it and made commentary and paused it and made commentary and went through the whole video. So we're not going to do that again today. But there's a short clip. It's like a 2-minute clip. I'm going to grab that and show it to you. And then if you want it, if you're interested after you see the small clip, I'll send you the link for the YouTube. And it goes all about how this entire same time, yes, they were supporting Black women that were head of household to take care of their kids, but simultaneously, they were creating a trades program for Black men with the hopes that Black men would resume their position as head of household and take care of their women and kids. But they refused to go to the programs, and so they never resumed their position. That was actually the plan of the Black man, the plan of the white man. The plan of the white man was not get the Black man out the house. It was support the Black woman and then support the Black man to be able to, it was give the woman some fish and teach the men how to fish. And they threw their fishing poles back at the white man. And what eventually happens by the end of it, 60% of the Black people that were utilizing that program were Black women. So the Black women went and got their trades instead.
You know, it's funny because when I first came to YouTube, I heard Black men talking about the Moynihan report. And this is why I say Black men, because they're literally I haven't even heard white people mention the Moynihan report. But I had heard Black men mentioning the Moynihan report in context of proving through a government document acknowledgement that Black women kicked Black men out of the home for welfare. But when I read the Moynihan report nearly in its entirety, the Moynihan report didn't say that. What it actually acknowledged was that Black men had a pervasive behavior of family abandonment that literally led Black women to be on welfare. It also said that contrary to what people believe about the welfare queen, her being a single woman who's promiscuous and just looking for money and a handout, the vast majority of the welfare queens were actually married single mothers. Women who were married and their husband just bounced. They called it the poor man's divorce. Because he couldn't afford to provide for his family or divorce it, he would just abandon his family, go to another hood, and create another family with another woman that he can't take care of. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Sure does.
He was also happy the government.
Yeah, because that's what they were doing.
He was also happy the government was taking care of his responsibility at the time. He was like, thank you.
Yeah, there's the dude in the documentary. Yep, the dude in the documentary saying, well, it doesn't matter because the government can pay for these kids. Black men are using the government literally to subsidize the fatherhood that they should be giving to their children. And then they're blaming that same government and Black women for why they're not in the home, when the reality is they just don't want parental responsibility. Like, parental responsibility is extremely hard. It's very hard. It is a burden. And I wish people would stop saying it's not a burden. I've watched so many of my sisters, my mom, and every Black woman that I've watched have struggled to raise children alone. It is immensely hard. Black men get to just opt out of that. They get to opt out of it. And then they get the privilege of being able to be in a community where women are blamed for Black men willingly not, like, a lot of these dudes are leaving before the baby even comes out of the womb. A lot of them are leaving when they hear that the woman is pregnant, even though they intentionally impregnated her. So this reproductive terrorism that Black men have been engaging in really needs to be talked about. It is, because they're purposely impregnating women, knowing that there isn't a law on the books that's going to require them to provide for them or raise them. Child support clearly ain't it. Clearly, child support ain't doing what it's supposed to do, because it's not deterring Black men from helping to create children. Because all they'll do is they'll just have the kid and not pay the child support. That's all they'll do.
And let's not forget the sector of these kick the man out the house situations that was done on purpose and in a plan between the man and the woman, meaning he lost his job or he's underpaid as far as his job goes, and then they would say together, hey, listen, let's just pretend that I don't live here and you go down there and fill out the forms. So why don't you just go, listen, woman of mine, let you go commit fraud so that we could get some government checks. And she said, okay. There's also a sector of them that was that. All right, so
Yep, and hiding them during inspections. Yep, the black men were still in those homes. What would happen is, and it's because my mom said she saw a lot of it. My mom was born in 1958, so she was right before the civil rights movement. But she said during her times with welfare, she knows for a fact that a lot of the women would just hide the men, or they would tell him to leave and take a bunch of stuff, all of his stuff out when the inspection came, so that it looked like no man was there. Meanwhile, the men were there. They were there. They were running in and out of the house, creating more children. They just weren't providing.
So look, I'm going to play the short clip, Cynthia. And like I said, if you want it, I'll send you the long one.
The Missouri Welfare Department, in an effort to help stabilize the destitute family, and at the same time keep the man in the home, has instituted what is called a work experience program. It is designed to put dignity back into the unemployed father by either training or retraining him to be a productive member in today's labor force.
How'd you find out about the work experience program?
Well, I found out about when I ran out of employment checks. And I knew the hustle wasn't no good. I knew, after a while, I just gave up on it. I went over to the welfare office to ask them for something, because we wanted to try. Because we didn't want to do nothing real sneaky, like let her get on ABC. I'll leave home and she'll tell the people that I deserted them. That, she has to go through this to get on ABC. Right. We didn't want to do that, And we went over there and found out about the work experience over at the welfare office.
And what are you doing now in the work experience program? What are you learning how to do?
Well, I'm going to be a welder.
Looking forward to the future?
Oh, yeah.
Families together? Mm-hmm. Not sewing anymore?
No, we get along pretty good now.
The stability of the Negro family, just as the white family, depends upon the stability of the man. If he is to head his home, he must have a job. If he cannot conform to the social norm, if he cannot meet his financial obligations, if he cannot react out of a sense of being responsible, then he loses respect for himself, his family loses respect for him, and finally, every semblance of family disintegrates as he helplessly.
So that's just a clip out of it. I see some people asking for it. One of my mutuals, her name is I'm No Expert. This is her handle right there in case y'all want to take a quick snip or whatever to follow her. She has that. It's her first pinned video. If y'all wanted to go find it later, hit me up in my DM if you want the whole hour-long, the hour-long YouTube documentary on this. But basically, they had the opportunity to go and get training, like this guy in the video became a welder. The day that I did the long video, we had one of our lady's wife mom came up and she said her daddy did that. Her daddy became a plumber in this program and didn't leave the house. This level of lying is crazy. But just the clip that I said, like I said, I'm gonna give you guys a minute to screenshot or write it down. Her name is I'm No Expert. And you can find that clip that I just found as her first pinned video.
Could I say something really quick? I'm about to actually leave. I have to go do my Patreon live stream. But at this point in 2025, because based on the research that I've done, men have spent actually thousands of years, apparently, not helping to raise children. And I think that as women, we have been perpetuating the notion that if you just have a man around, you'll have someone to help you with your children. But that's a lie. Men don't believe that men are supposed to raise children. They believe women are supposed to raise children. This is why the vast majority of men do not raise children. They don't, and they haven't been. And I've been doing research into it. And it doesn't seem like there was really an era in this country where most men, the majority of men, were actively fathering their children. Some of them weren't and were outside of the home, but even inside of the home, men would go to their man cave or separate themselves from the woman and the children and not raise the child. This is why I had introduced to YouTube the concept of a married single mother and got viciously attacked. When I tell y'all, black women specifically came at me with the pitchforks and the torches and said, absolutely not. You will not say single mothers who are married. They were like, that's an oxymoron. It's not possible. If she's married, she can't be single. Now we see everybody saying it. But married single mothers have been around since this country's inception, since before it. The way of humanity has played out as women raising children alone, but lying and saying that men are helping to raise children. They're not. So what women should be doing is making adjustments, because we haven't made any. We've made zero adjustments to the fact that men don't take care of kids. All we've been doing is continuing to create them. If we're going to have children with men, then we need to look at them like the rest of the female animals look at the rest of the males in nature, as only there for procreation, and then just leave them to their own devices. They don't pour into you emotionally. They don't clean homes. They're not handyman anymore. Literally, all they do provide is presence and genetic material and terrorism. That's it. All I want to know is, when are we going to make the adjustments? And I'll yield the floor. I got to go on Patreon. Thank you for letting me up. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. It's my pleasure to have you on my panel. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I'm always excited when I see you here or in the comments, etc. So thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah, I don't usually come up, and I had reservations about coming up because every time I come on someone's panel, it seems like somebody is going to start some drama. So I tend to steer clear from it. But thank you. I do really appreciate it. I actually enjoyed being up here.
No, listen, we like it drama. Look, you let me know. If you want, when you come by here, be another feminist in the room or womanist, whichever one it is that you prefer. Ain't gotta be all of that. You can enjoy, being on a panel, sharing information with each other anytime. So, like I said,
thank you so much.
So happy to have you. Thank you. What's up, Fatal? Do you want me to drop you, or you want to disconnect yourself? Whichever you prefer.
Yeah, if you can.
I can.
Can you drop me? Because I don't know how to leave.
All right, I got you. What's up, Fatal?
Peace, family. How are you?
Good. I had the one and only Cynthia G on my panel, y'all.
Girl. Wait, can I just say some? Can I see some yellow?
Yeah.
It shows you just how much of an alpha she is, because niggas aren't even in the comments.
Listen, the way the men ran, you hear me? All the men ran. The men were like, I'm out of here. They were like, Cynthia, listen, that's Apex Predator came in here. They were like,
girl.
Now they back.
Girl, that is Apex energy.
The men that are up here now are friendly.
Okay.
He hit every nail.
She literally did. I was just listening like, yep, okay, check.
Look, Brittany was like, you need to pause for a minute. Y'all.
I was fangirling the whole time. I can't believe that.
So she's been here before. She's just never come on panel. She usually hangs in the comments.
I have never seen her on your panel. I was flabbergasted.
No, this is the first time she came on panel. But she's been in the comments and she's been in the room, quietly in the room before.
Was you freaking out on the inside when she was on your panel? Because I could see your energy kind of like shift a little bit.
I can't remember any of my words. I'm hearing the words. Come here, words. Come here, words.
You was so excited. I could tell in the way you was talking.
But you know what?
I was like, I'm excited too.
I felt comfortable to be excited in front of her, though. If that sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah. I used to feel like that when I saw Priscilla around, but now I don't anymore. I'd be like, hey, Priscilla. She probably don't even remember who I am, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. You're another person on the internet now. Hi, Priscilla. I've shared panel with Priscilla more than once. I shared panel with Priscilla with Navi. Actually, on Navi's panel, Priscilla came up, and I was on panel with her. But Cynthia G? Cynthia the OG.
Yo, she helped free me from the shackles of like black love, like the
Me
Who They Rather
too.
Choose
Me too.
series. Like, girl, I was too scared to even come up here when she was up here. I was like, let me give her the respect that she deserves.
Listen, Lil said she was about to scream like the real Cynthia G. Coach Liz said she don't know who Cynthia G is. So Cynthia G is, I would say, an internet pioneer. And when I tell you she say the things, she say the thing. Okay? She said, I don't know if you ever remember, you hear these men like getting mad all through the internet talking about some, that lady said that we should terminate all the boy babies. It was her. She's the one that said that. But there's context to it beyond just that part. But they heard that little snippet and they ran to hell with it. But she did coin the term married single mom, which she talked about today too. So she's been doing a damn thing on YouTube for a long time. Okay, welcome up now. Well, no, Fatal was up first. Welcome up, Fatal.
Peace, family. Yeah, it's funny. Like, it took me back when I first started really transitioning to a feminist, or just in feminist spaces. Like, I found I didn't know who Cynthia G was, but I was defending so many and explaining so many of her quotes. I'm like, why are you so mad? Like, why would black women like continue to birth their oppressors? It was just like, but they were so mad about Cynthia G. Like, oh, Cynthia G said this. I'm like, it's just one person. Like, goodness. But yeah, man.
She's not wrong. They're mad because
Facts.
she's not wrong.
Facts.
Oof. But do you want to address any of the prompt questions? Or do you want to just fan out with us? Because listen, we could take a moment and fan out because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be fanning for the rest of the day. So whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm a bask in the ambience, but I'm gonna just throw 2 cents at the prompts.
Choose one.
Is pro-black women
one and then moving around.
Yep, absolutely. Is pro-black women considered anti-black? You know, I feel like if you're not pro-black women, you're anti-black. Like, how could you not be pro-black woman and consider yourself pro-black? That doesn't make any sense to me. But I feel like because so many of the quote-unquote pro-black spaces are built on misogyny, like they're built on the reestablishment of black masculinity, and because of that, and you know, because it's like misguided healing almost, like we need to heal as black men and we need to restructure and regroup as black men, but because it's based on reestablishing male dominance through the lens of black men, it becomes an inherently anti-black woman space, and for me that then becomes a non-pro-black space. You know what I mean? Are black women allowed to talk about the harm that black men cause? And now I'll land after this one because I think this is like really important. Like, black men have to get comfortable with taking critique without getting defensive, right? If it's not you, then you shouldn't be offended, but you should be able to hold space and acknowledge that this is a reality that black women experience from a large swath of black men. And because of that, you're going to deal with some of that after effect. How could you not? And if you're really concerned about the brand of man or the brand of black manhood, then you need to work with other black men to correct those behaviors, not try to silence black women from grieving what's affecting them or speaking out on what's impacting them. And I'll land there.
Thank you. Navi, welcome up.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, y'all, on having, Cynthia G on your panel. Playing that clip almost made me crash out in the comments again. Because you know how I crashed out when you played the first time.
Well, which oh yes. Yeah. Listen, because you never even got to the end of the video.
I couldn't. I watched the rest of it on my own, but I was cussing.
How did that go?
And kicking and throwing pillows. That's why I was cussing and throwing pillows and shit all around the house. I was so because to hear men talk about how they got kicked out of the household and then come to find out that that really wasn't the reality, and there's video evidence that they've been lying their ass off all of this time, really sent me. It really sent me to. But I'll get to the prompt. Is pro-black woman considered anti-black? Yes, yes. Never Sin made. She has a video on her page when she was saying calling me and simps or panders is the new nigger lover.
Yes, that was amazing when
And so that was amazing. That was really insightful because when we have conversations about being pro-black, it's centered around being pro-black man. When we have conversations about political progress and policies, it needs to be about black men. What are black men going to get from this policy? What are black men going to gain? That's why we always talk about the platinum plan, right? Because the platinum plan has nothing in it for black women. That's why when VP Harris presented something to black men, they kicked it back with, we want you to get rid of child support. But they never came back and say, hey, we need you to fight to, fix this Roe v. Wade situation. We need for you to fight so that, medical malpractices for black women goes down. No, it was just all about black men. So when you are pro-black woman, whether you are a woman or a man, when you are saying like, leave black women alone, protect black women, love black women, respect black women. It's when they call you simp or panderer, it's the new nigger lover.
So now you don't have anything liquid in your hand, do you?
No.
Okay, because
I'm about to, but
don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. All right, because I'm about to tell you something, and I don't want you to spill all over yourself because I'm about to connect something. In the video that had you thrashing the pillows, they did not want the help because the help required them to do some labor to then be able to work for money. And that's exactly what Kamala's plan was, and that's why they were pissed.
you raggedy niggas.
Literally the same thing.
Are you he found something to throw. That shit's hilarious.
Listen,
So the
I'm
same thing that they
51.
rejected and lied on in 1966 is the same thing they're rejecting and lying on in 2020.
20. Yeah. But yeah, my GNF is flaring, and therein lies your second part of the prompt. It ties into my viewpoint on pro-black, right? Being pro-black is considered anti-black because when black women do talk about the harm of black men, they find that it's a public embarrassment. You're not supposed to have these conversations in public because it destroys the image of black men. I was attacked on a panel the other day because I said there is no loyalty within the black community. And everybody knows that black women are the most race loyal group of women, period, right? So we all know when I say that we have no loyalty who I'm referring to. And what I was told was that me saying that was anti-black.
Mm.
And that came from a woman. It didn't come from a man. So that isn't a gender specific mindset. So yeah, I got to experience that in real time as a black man, critiquing the behaviors of other black men. And I was really just focusing on the political side of it, right? Because we were talking about what happened in Chicago and how black men aren't focusing on this, especially on this app, which they're talking about hair weaves, lashes, nails, and getting married and family and stuff like that. Instead of actually focusing on this, we have no situational awareness. And I was saying that it was the lack of our loyalty, whether you voted for that or you were a champion, like you promoted people, you told people come off the Democratic plantation and they ain't did nothing for us. You spreading these lies about the other candidate. We have no loyalty. And even now when we're seeing the black community under attack, we're trying to tell black people don't pay attention to that. It's not going to bother you. It's only for the immigrants, knowing damn well that entire building of black people were evicted. And they use immigration as the catalyst to evict those people. A building full of black people, homeless. So, and I was told that it was anti-black to say that we lack loyalty. So yeah, it when black you're not allowed. The moment that you do, it is considered anti-black. That's yeah, yeah. That's where it is. I land with that.
You're on mute, honey.
I'm always talking on mute. One day I'm gonna get myself together. All right. So for those of you that are looking for the link, right? You know, if I put the link in the comments, it's not gonna show. I tried and it didn't pop up, right? So if there's somebody that could type it, what I'm saying, okay? It's called "What's a Man Worth?" What's a man worth? Like what is, but it's what's WHAT apostrophe S. What's a man worth? 1966. All right, on YouTube. You got it. Florence has it up there. If a couple of you more want to write it in there so that everybody gets it, What's a Man Worth? 1966. If you put that into YouTube, you will find the link. It was put out 7 years ago. There's only 27,000 views. Only 27,000 views. Y'all, I have 140,000 views as a content creator. That's to let you know how unwatched this is. Right? 27,000 views, and it was put out 7 years ago. Now, Navi, Fatal, for sure. I'm sure we have videos, singular videos that have more views than that. I think my biggest one is 100,000 views. Fatal, I'm sure, has more than that. Right? That's why this is like nobody knows about it. There's only 685 likes. Any of the three of us have videos that have more than 685 likes and 117 comments. We've got to get the word out about this video. Have your pillow available so that you have that to punch like Nafi. But yes, okay. So I see Amina put it in and she was able to find it right away. So that's where it is, and hopefully more people are watching this so we can put to bed this bullshit. Stacy, hey girl.
Hey, girly. I want to say something based on what Navi said. Navi mentioned that he went on a panel yesterday and he was saying how there's no loyalty in the black community and that the lady took offense to that and said it was anti-black. Could it be she knew that lets me know she knew right away she was thinking automatically black man attack. Why would you think he never said which gender, but you automatically register that to being black men are not loyal and then got defensive? That's very, to me, that says a lot. You know you're not loyal, but you're still willing to be loyal to a group of people that are not loyal to you and then go as far to say he's being anti-black. He never even said one specific gender. He just said, is this anti-black? And she automatically thought that's an attack on black men. That's crazy.
All right, so we got Black Heart over here in the left corner. The floor is yours. Blackheart. I'm not sure what to call you other than Blackheart. Your emoji is Blackheart. It's Kira. Here. All right, I'm going to disconnect there. All right, y'all, we're open. Anybody could jump in to say whatever they want. Or if there's a prompt that you didn't answer and you'd like to answer one of the other questions, come right on in and let's keep moving through the thing.
I wanted to quickly touch on are Black women allowed to talk about harm that Black men cause? Because it hit me a few times, but as you could imagine, I know that we're not allowed. And I feel like not only are we not allowed, I feel like a lot of Black women actually suffer from a form of Stockholm syndrome. I think it's like within us, and that's something that we have to fight because even when you think about it, like you start talking to some of your older women in your family, and what they have learned to internalize is absolutely terrifying. They start speaking to you, and you realize you are a victim. And it's traumatizing. Like just the other day, my mom is actually coming out of it. She's a 64-year-old woman, and she's coming up out of it, and I'm so happy to see it. But a lot of it has been because of conversations that she and I have had. But the other day, she told me that her grandma, my grandma, told her that provided that a man is taking care of home and paying bills, she said, let that man do what he want to do. When I tell you, my daddy did awful things to my mom. He did awful things to my mom, and almost brought diseases back to her. It was very dangerous. But look how, as women, we've been taught to internalize that. Like I've heard women say, like, if a man's beating on you, that's how he shows you he loves you. Like that's how we've been taught to internalize this awful situation. So like even when we go back and they're saying like, oh, Black families used to be together, that's really generally to a time where Black women didn't have other options. But when you have conversations with them, you can hear they suffered. They suffered. So Black women we can't even talk about the harm caused us. I was in a live the other day, and we're having great discussions about how we need to come together, this and that. And then you finally learn that two of the guys in there that are hoping for unity are absolute polygamists. But we don't care about the harm that polygamy causes to children and to the women, and the division and the harm that it causes to those families. We don't care about that. No. We just only want to talk about the implications that exist where, as a man, I get more power, I get more access to women, and generally that access to women means that you are harming them. Like, so it's just sad, and I want Black women to wake up.
Can I answer the last one? Do Black men expect Black women to be his provider and protector? Yes, because they want us to be their mama, right? They want us to treat them the way their mama treated them. Cook, bathe them, feed them, do everything. When they won't fill out the applications, we're supposed to fill out the applications. When they can't read the applications, we're supposed to read it for them, right? We are supposed to be right or, for them, right? Unalive for them. And if we don't, then that means we don't love them, right? If we hold them accountable for any type of mistreatment, we are no longer loving them properly, right? What did they say? Oh, all men cheat. You're supposed to accept that. Why get a new one when he going to do the same thing? No, guy, that's you. That is you. That is me protecting your ego. Oh, we want peace. That's me protecting your ego. Right? We want 50-50. That's a provider. Right? Right? We don't want you to get too educated, but we want you to work enough to be able to pay the bills. Provider. Why y'all women ain't out there making sure Black men ain't safe? Why you ain't helping me build? Provider, protector. So yes, that's what they want. And you're on mute again.
The way I be talking to my muted microphone. I'm about to wrap it up, you guys. I'll play a song. Since it's, I really want to, all right, I'm gonna play a little bit of music and then we're gonna get out of here. So I'll probably drop you guys. Well, if you want to stay up, stay up, but probably play a little music and get on out of here. Y'all know I'm loving the Lead for the Winter song. Lead You for the Winter. That shit is my favorite song right now. But I do want to play the other one, which I like it, but it's not as good as Lead You for the Winter. Lead You for the Winter, I think, is the best one yet. But I did make a song on Bridging the Gap, which I think is really appropriate for today's conversation. So I'll play that for us now.
Yeah.
Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen.
We just need to come
It's
together
for you
again.
R&B lovers.
Men and women. One love. One vision. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been thinking about the world, yeah, it's falling apart, yeah. Can't no man leave no more, women done got too smart. You out here chasing gold, trying to be CEO, but I just need my queen at home, keeping my soul composed. Yeah, you say you want partnership, girl, that's what I mean. But when that check come in, we gon' split it 50-50. Gold, still I need my respect, my inner hot and clean. You can chase your dreams later, right now follow me. Come on now. Yeah. Real love is letting me lead. Let me lead. And leaving your dreams for me. For me, baby. Go 50-50, girl. Girl, that's how it's meant to be. That's real love. I just want men and women to love each other again. Come together now. Why can't we come together and bridge this gap, my friend? Bridge gap, yeah, yeah. I don't get it twisted, I love that you read the book. But education don't teach you how to give them love. You can't teach me nothing, I'm a man, that's the truth. But I still need solutions, baby, what's the move? Tell me, girl. You say I broke your trust, but I'm trying to do right. I just need you to believe me, don't bring up last night. I'm valuable, girl, I'm rare, can't you see what I bring? Don't ask what it is, though, just let me be king. And I don't get it, baby, what's going on? Why you listening to your friends instead of holding on? You say y'all building sisterhood, what about the men? We the ones that need your love to feel whole again. Real love is letting me lead. Let me leave in your dreams for me. For me, baby. Go 50-50, baby. Yo, that's how it's meant to be. That's real love. I just want men and women to love each other again. Love again. How can we come together and bridge this gap, my friend? Love and loyalty, that's what I say. Even if I stray, girl, you know you gotta stay. Please stay. I'm working on me. Anytime. While you hold it down and never cross that line. I see these women choosing each other these days. Don't wanna build a home, don't wanna take my name. Why not? But baby, can't you see community fades away? Women stop sacrificing for the family way. Come on, girl. I just don't understand why we can't just get it together. Why can't we come back together, you know? Women used to know what love looked like. Was giving everything, even when it hurt. Now everybody talking about boundaries, peace, and self-love. But what about us? What about me? We're supposed to be one. You just gotta trust me, even when I don't act right. That's love, that's real. Real love is letting me lead. Let me lead. Let me lead. Me. Go big, big, big. Girl, that's how it's meant to be. I just want men and women to love each other again. Love each other again. Why can't we come together? Hey, bridge this gap. Hey, let the healing begin. Yeah. I just want the world to come back to where love and loyalty. Yeah. And women knew how to stay. Bridge the gap. Bridge the gap. Bridge the gap.
Amen, amen, amen.
You anointed.
Amen. May the church say amen.
But to be honest, that's exactly how this propaganda has
Church
worked on
on
us.
there.
These movies, this is exactly how this propaganda has worked on Black women. They condition us in all the movies. I'm like, are we watching the same movie? Because no.
Listen, when it comes to the movies, my Discord group, we've been rewatching old movies over the last 2 years. We've been picking up old ones, some from the 90s, some going far back. Like last week, we watched Imitation of Life. Ooh, child. That wasn't a pick me movie. That was more about colorism and racism and stuff like that. And it has been quite a journey watching these movies from your opened eyes of today. and realizing how much they really were pushing us to just accept the most bullshit of bullshit. Oh, in my personal life, by the way, guess what, y'all? The one of the people for the dogs backed out this morning, so I'm still stuck with one puppy. The other two are gone. The other two puppies have gone to their homes, and this one is still left.
Keep.
That's your puppy.
Keep.
I cannot
That's your
afford
puppy.
3 dogs, y'all.
What you need me to donate?
It's a
What you need me? I'm cold, but I'm
boy.
donating.
It's a boy.
You are keeping that baby. I got a phone call. I'll be back. Whatever you need me to donate.
Beyonce song called "I'd Rather Go Blind," girl.
Who's got a song called "I'd Rather Go Blind"?
All right, we're gonna get one
So
more.
listen. Also, hold on 1 second.
062,
Whoever this is,
062.
whoever's in the bingo hall, like we can hear your background. What is going on? No. All right. So, in other news, I'm going to be starting to make personalized songs for people. If you need a personalized song done, let me know on the background and we can get that done. And I'll talk to you guys about pricing. I will not turn over the credit rights to you, but I'll write the song and I'll put it out on YouTube. And whoever your friend or family members, they could be like, oh my God, that's your song, it exists on iTunes. And of course, I'll send you the actual copy of it. So that you can have your copy without having to pay for it on YouTube, which would be crazy. But I'm going to be doing that, make some extra money. So yeah, because I think I really didn't think about doing that until after we wrote the Mia Mia song. And then after I wrote the Mia Mia song, I was like, you know what? How many people would like a personalized song made for their child with their child's name in it, or the person that they love, maybe their mother, maybe even for funerals, you know what I mean? Something like that. A song that could be played at a funeral that talks about that person's journey and the life that they had. We can put all of that into the song and put it in a genre that makes sense for you. So I'm going to start doing that. So if you are interested, hit my DM and we can get that done for you, or I can get that done for you. All right. So I'm gonna make a little bit of money on that. Navi, if I could talk to you on the side on how to set up like a little bit of a web page. Yeah, that'd be great. That's it. Navi, what did you think about the Bridge the Gap song? You know I love hearing what you think about my songs.
I loved it. Sorry, I was playing something. I don't want it to come on. I loved it. You are doing your thing. You have your niche right now. You got your thing. You're doing your thing. Absolutely. You need to monetize it,
Yeah,
'cause,
absolutely.
absolutely. Time is money and money is time.
Yeah,
But I loved it.
Thank
The
you.
more you do it, before you know it, you'll be doing Earth, Wind, and Fire type orchestra type stuff.
So listen, I'm gonna play the lead for the winter, and then when lead for the winter is done, I'm gonna end the live. All right. So Navi, I don't think you heard lead for the winter yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Let me tell you something. If you could come on cam for that, I would love it if you could. If you can't, I understand. But I'm so interested in seeing your facial responses to the lyrics of Lead for the Winter. All right, y'all. Many of you have said that Lead for Your Winter is currently your favorite. And I understand why, because I think it's currently my favorite. So for your musical enjoyment and for the closing of us and Tap Your Way Out, with no further ado, Lead for the Winter.
no degree. No training, no hustle, just you and me. All I need is a woman's love and a PS5. A warm little house to keep my dreams alive. I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna clean, but I love you down like a king and queen. I'll eat your fruit snacks, sip your juice box too, but I'll text you, baby, when we run out of the blue. Yeah. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bit of warmth. Yeah. Girl, I can light a fire with my whisper. Let me melt that frost, keep your body from the storm. I just wanna lead you for the winter. Hold you tight until the cold is gone. Yeah. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bed to warm. Hey. Don't you worry, baby, don't you stress. By the springtime, I'll be causing mess. When the robins sing, I'll be acting up. And when the summer hits, I disappear, good luck. But till then, girl, let me be your man. You broke little blessing with no real plan. You got the house, I'll bring the charm. You got the heat, I'll bring these arms. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bed to warm. Whoa. Yeah. Girl, I can light a fire with my whisper. Let me hold you till the frost is gone. Ooh. I just wanna lead you for the winter. I can keep your body safe from the storm. Hey, it's getting cold outside. It's getting cold outside, and I just need a bed to warm. Whoa. Yeah. Girl, I'ma dry your bath, get that water right. Use your credit card just to buy you a surprise. Pick you up from work in your car, oh no. Ran out the gas, but I still made a show. You the queen of the castle, I'm the king of your couch. Hey, you pay the bills, but I leave the house. Hey, got $1, but I got that drive. Just a man trying to love his way through life. I just wanna lead you for the winter. It's getting cold outside and I just need a bed to warm. Girl, yeah. Girl, I can love you like a sinner. Pray forgiveness when the spring is born. I just wanna lead you for the winter. Then I'll be gone when the leaves turn green. Yeah, it's getting cold outside. It's getting cold outside, and I just need a bed. Just a April, baby. Keep me cozy, girl. You got heat, I got heart. Don't kick me out, it's still March. Just a April, baby. Keep me cozy, girl. You got heat, I got heart. Don't kick me out, it's still March.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's a good one, yeah. Yeah, that right there, that's it right there. That's it right there. Yeah, that congratulations. You muted. You muted.
Jess, did you come up on purpose? I think she came up by accident. Listen, y'all.
I don't know why I always do this. I did not. Girl, I'm with the kids.
You're on a long list of people that do that. People do that all the time, every day. So don't ever feel bad about it. It happens every day, at least 4 or 5 times every live. So don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm heading.
I'll head down.
All right.
I'm sorry. I was just rocking out to the song. Okay.
All right, bye. I'm heading on out. I'm gonna jump in Discord for a phone call real quick. If y'all are, the friendlies and that are in the Discord, if y'all want to come in here real quick, I just want to chat about something real quick, and then we're out.